welcome. It's your girl V from Drinking to V, and you are here now locked in at the best place to be. Hey, on a Sunday, on a fun day, any day, have it your way, honey. And today we are here and getting ready to set the vibes. We are locked in, ready to go. Born ready, baby. And so we are doing the due diligence. Let me see. All right. How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? Today is a fabulous day. Hello.
Good afternoon, good afternoon.
Did I wake you up?
Bye, no, it's been a long day. It's been a hell of a long day.
Anyway, people, welcome to our guest for today, Monsieur
everybody. Good afternoon.
Sean Dega. Or should I? Which name we going with? You have a lot of names.
By whichever one you feel goes best for the show. Let's put it that way.
well, we did Sean. We did Sean.
Yeah, we'll keep it that way. We'll keep it that way.
Okay. So, welcome to Drinking to V again. I'm going to have you as my resident guest.
You gotta start paying me now. That's what happened.
But yes, if y'all don't know Sean, yes, of course, one of the hosts of the Link Up podcast as well. It's been a minute. We missed you guys. But he's also representing his own brand today, which is Reckless Designs.
Yes, you know, we get a little reckless over here.
I saw the recklessness. And to be honest, actually I saw it on who had it on? Crystal. I saw it on Crystal first.
Shout
I
out
was
Chrissy
like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Listen, I literally buttock laughing.
There's no way, honestly, there's no way I've been so far that I haven't been wearing one of those shirts that somebody doesn't stop me and be like, hey, oh my God, man, I love your shirt. I'm just like, all right, that's what we
But then you got yourself and be like, yo, order at
Oh, don't worry. Transaction and cards and stuff just be exchanged, you know. That I got low-key fella your checks, so I just try to hold it down a little bit.
Listen. What I've learned, y'all, we gonna get into the whole scheduled programming, but we here. But yeah, shameless promo. I've been trying to embrace that.
But it's something a lot of us gonna have to learn throughout the thing. There's no way you could have a business or want to represent anything without putting yourself out there.
Exactly. And I just did a anyway, so I had a conference. Since we're having a conversation, I haven't seen you for a hot minute, so since we're having a conversation. But yes, I was at an online conference, Islandpreneur. Shout out to Ife Badijo, who hosted the whole thing. It was absolutely fabulous. 2 days, past Thursday and Friday, which was awesome. So I believe next year is gonna be the third time that they're gonna be doing this, but they're already busy with that. Okay. So I would definitely advise all the entrepreneurs, especially islandpreneurs, if you're from the islands, if you're interested in the islands, that is definitely a conference to check out. So shout out to her.
Okay, but, give me one your biggest takeaway from the conference.
Biggest, a lot, because there was a lot of speakers and so much information, also from the Central Bank of Curacao and St. Martin, talking about opening up funds and stuff like that for entrepreneurs, logistics, visibility training, different ways of thinking, design thinking. So I took away a lot. Okay. But visibility was one of those things, and shameless promotion was also one of those things. So I was like,
all right.
But yes. So if you're already here, we are doing an episode on, is this wasting money or is it investment? And that's what today is all about. Listen, opinions can differ. If y'all in the comments can, pitch in your 2 cents too. If you want to jump on live with us, holla, send a request to go live. Make sure you're cute. Make sure we can see you though.
How you-
Because you know the camera will be on. The
oh, I'm
camera
glad you
will
said it and
actually be
not me.
on. Sorry?
I said, I'm glad you said it and not me.
No, because I've listened. I love jumping on lives and stuff like that. Not actually jumping in the live, but I've seen different lives and people, request to go live, and they're just out here just listen, listen. I was like, we could see you, right? I'm
Oh,
gonna get into the whole bonnet thing that we had for black women, but
yeah. Let's not go there.
but yes, we're gonna keep on track. So yes, flavor. There's no drinking tea with V without actually drinking tea. I have a little adjustment. I have
Okay.
a little adjustment today. So technically it's tea, technically. But is kind of a vibe what I've been on with the basic. Here we go. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Can you
Please,
see it?
please explain to the rest of the class what the hell is that?
What do you think it is?
Water and vegetables. That's what it looked like.
What's it? Well, I don't know. I don't know. No, it's a spice and a vegetable. Yes. Because listen, this is infused water, and of course, you need to use the hot water to actually get the spices out.
Mhm.
So, at the bottom, you can see ginger, and this is cucumber,
Okay.
and this for the summer is life. And there's also a squeeze of lime in there too. So, this is the tea vibes right now, the
Okay.
summer tea vibes.
I feel it's only proper that I balance it out with something, this
With
is my
summery vibes too.
this is my tea for the episode.
So yes, this is what I'm having. Ginger is definitely a staple. The world open up again, or busy opening up again. So I want to
Mhm.
make sure that I ain't caught slipping. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
So
feel you with that one. I should actually be doing the same.
so yeah, this is try it. It's good. If you want to have it cold, 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 have
Mhm.
it that way too. But life is good.
All right,
But yeah, so you had yours. You care to share exactly what? Because I only see green.
but it just Heineken flavored tea. That's what
Uh,
we would call it.
Healthy flavors.
Heineken flavored. That's
Exactly. I was like, okay, if you're gonna share, you have to share. Okay. But actually, I don't really like Heineken. I'm in Holland. Let me not say that too loud in case
Bye.
we're sponsored. But but there are specialty beers that I was surprised. I'm like, hey, this is one of my vibes. The
It's
more Holland
definitely
specialty
levels
beer.
to this beer thing. Definitely.
There's a lot, and I've been learning. I was quite surprised. I was just like, for me not to be real. Anyway, we're gonna be real. I was like, some of these things are just pissing water, but according to the Canadian people would say. But some of those beers I've had, yes,
Some of them
is
actually got flavor, I tell you.
yeah.
hmm
And some of the more malty, like darker beers
hmm
are also
But
be careful with those though,
there's
because
a
they hit hard.
science. There's a science to it, and all like the color of the bottle determines the flavor of it, how long it lasts. All that. It's deep. It's deep.
How yeah, very, very. And actually, I've been to the Heineken experience too. That was awesome.
hmm
I think I did it. I did it twice. It was nice. It's really informative and it gives you a next level of understanding by that. Anywho's, so on drinking tea with V, I like to really focus in on positive vibes, focusing on positive things so you attract more positive things. And so we have the gratitude moment of the week. Should I go first or should you go first?
How would you go for ladies first?
Ladies, aw, aw. So yes, since I'm going first, I am grateful for something that I'm super duper duper excited about, and actually was supposed to be for the top of the year. But it's something I can't tell you exactly what it is yet, but it's something I'm going to be sharing with you for the Drinking Tea with the anniversary, which is going
Okay.
to be the last Sunday of June, the 27th of June. And I'm super excited about it. I shared it with my mom, and me and my mom had a little screaming session, like,
I saw the Facebook or the IG post. One of them. Okay.
Exactly. But yeah, so it is for you. It is something for you guys. So make sure you stay tuned and I'm gonna share it later down this month. I'm gonna share it later down this month. But yeah, that's what I'm grateful for, finalizing and dotting the I's and crossing the T's. So that is
All
what
right.
I'm grateful
Well,
for.
we're looking forward to hearing about it. Hopefully it's sooner than
Yeah.
later.
It's gonna be soon. I mean, it's really not too bad, right?
Bye. Yeah, that's so bad. So bad.
We
I guess
know.
it'll be
We know.
my turn. For me, some of you may or may not know, I recently came back came back to Holland from St. Martin, and I'm grateful for getting to see my friends and my family that I haven't seen for a while. And the trip more or less got me more centered, I guess one could say, if we're talking like spiritually, on more and more focused on it's time to get this money.
Money, 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 money,
Yeah.
money.
It's
So it's
about
hey,
it's about that
this is the
time.
bonus episode of Money Matters Me. But
Hmm.
that's what the vibes is.
Yeah. So that's what I'm grateful for the support and the knowledge I got back home.
Okay. Knowledge as well. Hmm.
But yeah,
Interesting. Oh, we need to problem. We need to
we'll get there. Yeah, don't worry.
after. But yes, so that was the gratitude moments. I love yours too. Because it's like sometimes you just need to recharge and just
Hmm.
to hit the road running again.
Yeah. But not only that,
Um,
I'm lucky enough to have a lot of people around me that are money focused and just not talking just for talking's sake. They're actually doing different moves and trying to get me on and put me on at the same time. So I'm definitely grateful for that.
nice. But that's what, yeah, networking, super duper important. Yeah,
Hmm.
listen. Anyways, so let's get straight on into the topic. Let's get
Let's
straight on
start.
into the topic because otherwise we could veer off into a lot of other conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still about money. It's still
Hmm.
about money. And so let me remind you, everybody who's looking, make sure that you chime in too, because this is a discussion for all of us. We are online here having a conversation, but you be sure to definitely chime in with your 2 cents and make sure share your point of view because that's what this is all about. That's what all the lives is for. Because then we could get the instant, feedback from you guys and see what you guys think as well. And so for this week's topic, which is this wasting money or is it investing? The whole point of this, right? The whole point of this is to, in a fun way, get everybody to start thinking like, okay, is it an asset or is this a liability? So
Hmm.
for sure, for anybody who's thinking like asset, liability, what? So asset is basically something that could get you money, and a liability is just something that costs you money. That's it in short.
Yep. I couldn't have said any better myself.
Because I think if you cannot explain something very simple that
You
even
don't
a kid could
understand it well
understand,
enough. Yep.
then you don't understand it well enough.
Yep.
So we here.
Yep. I agree with that.
Okay. So we're going to do this in 3 different areas to make it fun. We're going to start off with my 3 main focus points for drinking tea with V: business, life, and love. I feel
Okay.
like there are principles that cover all 3 of those, and what we do here on Drinking Tea with V is entertainment, but it's all about the journey towards holistic success. So it's not success in one area because some people will be killing it in business, and then personally is like, or relationally
Hmm.
is like, everything is up and down.
Yep.
So focus is holistic success. So we're gonna start off with business.
All right.
Okay. I know this one might be a touchy subject still for you, and I know for many, but we're gonna start off with college degrees. Is that wasting money or is
Ooh.
it an investment?
Ooh.
I went to
Bye.
the kill one time. I went to the kill one
That
time.
you come in hard with that one. I ain't gonna. But it's bye.
Share your whole thought process. It doesn't have to be a straightforward. Share your thought process because
Okay.
that's where all the good stuff is.
I have been known to say this on the Link Up podcast as well. Is legit levels to it because if you I'm sorry to have to say it like this, but if you go study something like philosophy, then it is a liability. It makes no sense. You're not going to use that. There's very limited ways you can actually rake in an income with something like that. But if you're telling me you go to school to study something like math or something a little bit more practical, even something like business, something as simple and practical as business, cool. You could use that as a something for later on. But like, if you tell me, yeah, I go to school to study art, unless you plan on opening your own art gallery, that makes no sense to me. That's you racking up debt for nicks. But
Hey,
whew,
them cost a
bye.
lot of money, yeah. Them. Listen, I was here questioning my whole life for a moment, and I was following different podcasts and debt freedom and building assets and generational wealth and all those different things, and I'm like, dang, boo. It's like for the next generation, are we definitely going to push for formal education in that form, or are we going to do different things? And I feel like it's our responsibility as well. And I am for education, don't get me wrong. I
Mm-hmm.
am for education. I think I will forever be studying something no matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But the current system how it's set up, I have my questions about
I
it.
you see I have more than enough questions because I'm somebody that went through it. I have my master's and I'm still questioning stuff. So the
Same,
thing
same here.
is it really depends on you as a person and what you want to take out of it. If you can see yourself actually using the diploma, I would say, yo, go ahead. Even better if you can get the company that you're working for or that you want to work for to pay for you to go and do it. Optimal. That's best case scenario. But if it's not something like that and you're just racking up debt just because you're going to school for going to school's sake, or you go to school to make mom or dad or whoever it is happy, it makes no sense to me. Like that
Don't do it.
definitely nah. That's not a key.
Then I would suggest, like people don't agree with this, and I don't see nothing wrong with it. But then they're like, oh yeah, but if you stay after school, especially if you stay on an island, you ain't going nowhere after that, blah 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 blah. I'm like, that's BS. But I feel like if
Mm,
you want to go and you go with a more sure and a more intentional you make a more intentional move, then you're going to get a lot more out of it. Because a lot of students come here to the Netherlands and they're just like, okay, I guess I was supposed to pick something to go study because I have to. And in the meantime, they switch like two, three times and just
hello. I am one of them.
and I mean, I don't like no hateration on anybody who switch studies, because sometimes it's like you think you know, and then when you're actually in it, it's like nah.
How are you expecting a 17, 16, 17, 18-year old who barely knows what they want to eat later on to know what they want to study for for the next 4 years?
Well, I kind of knew. I was one of those. I was one of those. Well, actually, I had different choices, but I kind of already had a sense of the direction that I wanted to go, and I still changed direction. I
But
wasn't.
you
It
see that
wasn't changing direction. It was more aligning, because I was looking at things more from a lifestyle perspective, what I want to create for my life.
mhm.
And I was actually considering either to become a chemist or a doctor. And I was like, I started talking to doctors and I was figuring it out. And I'm like, okay, this is not the life I want to live.
Yep.
If I be honest, I was like, this is not the life I want to live. And a lot of things I question about the medical field. I'm still pro medical field. I'm still pro a lot of things, science based, but a lot of things also didn't sit
Hmm.
well with me. It was more like dealing with people's symptoms and trying to diagnose and medicate that versus actually getting rid of sicknesses or
Hmm.
curing. So that's one of the things. But I definitely I kind of already knew.
You see, there's
And
even even
I made my own path, eh? I didn't do the cookie cutter thing either.
but you see that's the thing. Even me, I can say I had a somewhat of a direction as well. I wanted to do business, but even within that, that's such a general and a
Broad.
basic something. There's so many more. inner feels and that, and even with that, we're lucky. There are people that come up here legit. Oh yeah, I have to study something, and that,
Yeah,
and from since that, obviously you can't expect them or students in general just to know one time once they finish high school. Oh yeah, okay, cool. This is what I'm going to study. I'm definitely going to like this. Based on most of us that picked a study picked it based off either something we heard on TV or something we saw on TV or something based along those lines, without knowing that real inner workings of the study or the field itself.
true, true. But luckily, I had a good set of people around me, and in that sense of like, okay, but I was also one of those people pushing for that even at that age. I was just I still am a curious person. I'm a curious
Mhm.
person, and I need to know stuff. I need to know because I need to know. And if I can get answers from people, then I was like, okay, first of all, I'm gonna start off studying something that I always wanted to know more of and get rid of all of those old wives' tales. And because I'm a know for
Mhm.
sure now. And still, I don't know for sure a lot of anything, but I know a lot, but I still know that there's a lot more to know.
Mhm.
And that's why I went into biology. Okay. It sounds weird for people who know me now. They were like, what? But yes, I love science. I went into biology, but I also knew that looking at my grandmother, who was always like an entrepreneurial woman, she did so many different things in her life, and that amazed me. And just to be in charge of what you want to do and how you make money, that always intrigued me. So then I did science and business management and
Okay.
collided the two, and that's how all of this, everything flowed from since then.
But I mean, but you see, that's the thing. Eventually, you found your own way. We have to start giving the students the time to actually do it. Everybody thinks, oh yeah, by 23, 24, I have to be graduated. Oh yeah, by this age, I have to have this. By this age, I have to have that. Everybody has their own way and their own path.
This is true. This is true. And funny enough, also I said biology as a bachelor, right? But during that time, I was one of those students who was hopping around on all the different
So
yeah,
sorry.
go ahead. I was one of those students that hopped around at different faculties. So I did, funny enough, I did philosophy. I did
Yeah.
philosophy.
And how long how
I
long
did
did how
one,
long did you stay with philosophy?
no, I did one course in
Oh,
philosophy.
okay.
And that was basically the basis of philosophy, and I wanted to get more into the thoughts and frameworks of that because I thought it was interesting. It's like why do people do this? But then getting to thinking like how things are, and I think, is it like what makes us human? I think because I am, and blah 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 blah. And you could get lost in that. And it's actually really fun, a lot more fun than people give it credit to be.
Mhm.
But is it practical? Yes and no.
But you see, but
Because
then but then you
it
can say
teaches
that with
you how to
almost
argue
anything.
things. It teaches you how to debate, to be honest. It teaches you how to think.
Yeah,
How
but
to
then
generate.
one could argue that just doing research papers alone just helps you debate because you have to come with your facts. You have to be able to put where it's coming from, why you chose this one. I mean,
But I did like that. I did sociology classes. I did anthropology classes. I did like a whole bunch of different things, and also entrepreneurship classes and business development.
okay,
So it wasn't just biology only. When I was doing that, I took time to. That's why it took me a bit longer, but I took time to just hop around, and I started to piece things that I knew that would be vital for me later on,
hmm
and mesh it together and created my own curriculum. And everything.
yeah, you see, a lot of us aren't able to do that, or has the determination to do that. Let me put it that way, especially where studying in school is concerned. But that's why I also say, like, going just saying, oh yeah, I have to go to school, I have to think, I would definitely say no, especially in our day and age where almost everything can be found on YouTube.
This is true.
That's the
This
only
is true.
only big difference.
And he goes again. But this is true. A lot of things can be found on the interwebs, on the internet. A lot of things can be found, and that's why I said we were discussing in a previous episode of Money Matches Me as well, and I was like, to be honest, if I'm really really honest, my the business part of my master, if I look at that, I'm like, I coulda do without that part. Like it teaches you frameworks and stuff like that, cool, and
Mhm.
it bundles everything a lot easier. And I feel like I've gotten a lot more out of different courses away from the university,
Mhm.
more practical. So for the biology part, no, I feel like I needed that. That yes. For that part, I needed all of those practical things and being in the lab and da da da. Because
Okay,
yes,
with something
being
like
a
that,
there's
yeah,
really
yeah.
a lot of information you can find, but the practical stuff you're not gonna just get anywhere like that.
But you see, but that's the thing. You can pay. You can also pay for that practicality online. You can pay to go to one of those labs and get something like that as well. The whole thing with the whole thing with learning online versus going to the normal traditional route of school is that it's not, most of the things aren't credited or credited as strongly. So you have to know if you're going to go the, let's say, the cheaper way and learn what you have to learn online. You just also have to know that the risk that you're taking with that is the fact that, yeah, a lot of the stuff aren't going to be backed up by anything else. So you can say, yeah, I studied this, I studied that, I know this, I know that. Okay, cool. Where did you learn it from?
Yeah.
That's where the backlash is going to come from for you. But at the same time, if you go the traditional way, you're gonna have to learn a lot of bullshit that you don't want, that you're not interested in the first place. So the thing is what's best for you. And people, I don't know. You can't really knock either way, but you just have to really see what's best for you. One could be a liability, one could be an asset. Is what you're trying to take out of it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's an act like I think is it I feel like it's both. I kind of go back and forth between them, depends on what the focus is, but I don't like the liability aspect of it, and I am definitely I would have done it differently. I would have done things differently if I knew then what I know now.
I mean, hindsight is
In
always
the
twenty
sense
twenty,
like I
but
would have I know, right? I know, and that's why I'm busy setting up some stuff to make sure that, a lot of people don't make the same mistakes, I guess. You can't say mistakes, but you live and you learn.
hmm
And I feel like people can learn from what I learned from and they could do things better
I
and
I agree.
take a different approach,
I
especially to that debt aspect of it. I'm like,
But you see that, but that's the thing.
mm.
There's some choices you're going to have to just stick with it. Some things just come with it, and you can't really do anything else about it. It's like, again, with the whole, even with, for example, studying business. Me, I'm a person, I don't care much about history, but it is an important aspect of it. Back then, I didn't think about it that way, but now going through it, finishing and everything, is like, all right, maybe I should have paid a little bit more attention in this field. Maybe I should have paid more attention there. But again, hindsight is always 2020. You can always say,
Yeah,
oh, yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
this is true. This is true. This is true.
But that's why I
But
would say, it for going to school, getting a diploma is really what you want and what you choose and what you're going to make out of it. Because me personally, I haven't used, and okay, no, I can't say it. I haven't used my masters yet, but just having that opened a lot of doors for me. So
I
it's
get
is
it.
is really how you choose to look at it.
So I feel like, to be honest, this is what it boils down to me. For me then. Having a degree just shows determination to me. It teaches you frameworks and people like, especially in
hmm
higher positions and stuff like that, even as a freelancer, I realize if you start talking in frameworks and the 4 Ps and the which Cs and blah 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 blah, people are like, oh, so you know what you're talking about. I'm like,
It,
yes, but we were talking about that all along.
it shows
If you
capability.
don't mention those frameworks, they don't take you seriously. So
hmm
you get that bundled together in a way that you don't have to go and look and find out different things. In that way, I find it's an investment. It saves time on you having to figure out everything. That's what they make curriculums for, to be honest. Uh, on the other hand, I feel like a lot of it I could have learned online, especially where the business aspect is concerned. A lot of it you could just learn online, and I feel like there were other courses outside of university that I did that actually taught me the more practical aspects of it. Also with the frameworks, I felt like I got a lot more bang for my buck. So, I felt like it's a liability in that sense. And another way that it's an investment is just because like you don't like when you say like I'm a master in blah 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 blah. I have a bachelor's and a master's in this and that and that. People already have an idea like, oh yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they already see like, okay, your mindset is a certain place, your determination is a certain place. You've got accredited like official accreditation
And it really
for
should not be that way, because I know people that have the masters that are
no,
complete shit.
exactly. But then it also depends on the person because I've had listen, the horrors and the sorrows of working in groups.
Ha! Yep.
So yeah, uh, and it still is like that today, even in the workplace. Like, don't feel like because you graduated. No, those you have those people everywhere you go.
That's that's the only thing. That's the only thing I would say. Maybe going the traditional way and going to school and getting a diploma trumps doing the whole online and learning it on your own. It forces you to be in that dynamic environment, to work with different people, work with different groups, have that
Interpersonal.
have that political exposure, because there's always going to be the, okay, cool, who's going to be the leader, who's going to do this, who's going to do that, with who's assigning roles. All of that is part of it. All of that is part of it, is what you're going to be exposed to in the workforce. All of that is going to be exposed. You're going to be exposed to when you have your own business, when you have your own company, knowing how to talk to your employees. So that I could understand would give a lot more exposure than just looking up something online, or looking up how to do this online, looking up how to do that online. So I'll give school that. But other than that, yeah, you can learn everything on YouTube.
But to be honest, if I look at like my leadership skills and stuff like that, I did not necessarily learn that in school. I learned that outside of school in different organizations that I worked in.
Mm,
So,
okay, with that, I would have to say is a mixture of both for me, because there's been for me there's been some circumstances where like nobody wanted to be a leader, nobody wanted to do this, nobody wanted to do that. So I was like, all right, screw it, let me just do this so I can get this shit over with. But yeah, for me it would be a combination of both.
yeah. I still don't have a definite answer. It just depends on the aspect of it. It definitely opens doors a lot quicker. When you say that you have degrees in blah 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 blah, it especially where jobs are concerned, because I'm like they're not gonna be like, oh, let me figure out what you learned on your own. No, they're just gonna be like, you have a degree, yes or no? Okay, let's move from there.
But
That's
but
first
that
filter out goals.
but that's the thing that
And
kills me
that's
as well. A lot of your experience and a lot of what you're gonna learn is going to be on the job. So
yeah,
what's the point of me busting my ass 4 years ago when you just going to teach me whatever I have to learn on the job anyway? What's the point? So that's why I still tell people, research the field that you want to go into or you think you want to go into, and even if that doesn't work, try to get experience. Even while you're going to school, if you do a little odd job here, odd job there, something on the
yes.
side. That's something I wish I would have gotten more serious into, because then I would have a better idea of like what I do want to do, because it's ridiculous, because everybody's just looking for, regardless of your diplomas or whatnot, they're all still looking for experience. So
Yeah.
if you're gonna just sit down there and not do anything for because you're going to school for 4 years, you're missing out on a 4 years of experience, 4 years of things you can either see that you don't like or you do like, and then you can go further from there. But just don't say like, oh yeah, I'm only going to school and school is it, because you're missing out on like half the life actually.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot more real life situations, like talking about pension, because when you're in school, ain't nobody talking about pension funds and all them kind of things. Like
Hmm.
who ain't nobody talking about that. After
or,
going to work
or doing your
in
taxes.
different company or doing taxes, yes, that is listen.
Yeah.
Woo! I still get hives. I still get hives when I am intrigued. Listen, I am intrigued by taxes. And I've been learning a lot more since I've gone independent.
Hmm.
Um, to be yeah, I've learned a lot more since then. But I still get hypes about tax. When I talk about taxes and then I have to do taxes, like
I've
listen,
I've had to
I
do a
still
lot of
I
things
feel
wrong and ask for a lot of help, and still have to ask for a lot of help, because this is the stuff they don't teach you in school.
no,
And this
no, they
I had
don't.
to be outside of school, outside my masters, to learn all this shit. Much less in a whole different country, in a whole different language.
Yeah, yeah. Same, same. So that's why I'm not there yet. I'm still in the process. I come a long way and I see things a lot differently since I've learned more about taxes and how
Hmm.
the system is put together. Those are the things that they need. How does money work?
Yep.
That is what they need to teach you in school. Because listen, that little degree of yours, I mean, and mine, because I have two, technically three,
Yeah,
but
easy enough.
yeah, because I did a double master at the end. But
Excuse me.
it's still two.
Hmm.
The latter is double. But yeah, they don't teach you life. They don't
That,
teach you life.
that's
When you get out of school, then is when life starts and it hits you hard.
hmm
It hits you real, real hard. And
hmm
if you don't get it together, it's gonna keep on slapping you. And even even though I had it kind of sorted together, it still slapped me real bad. And
hmm
that's why when we talk about belasting, I get hives because I had enough situation with them people and it's been crazy. It's still crazy. I'm still going through it, by the way.
That is, unfortunately, I'm a type of person as well. I have to learn the hard way. So like I also had my share in learning. Like, oh shit, I didn't know this. Yeah, okay, cool, fine. Yeah, but I didn't know you had to do this. Yeah, cool, that's no problem. Fine. So yeah, but I didn't know this was due this date. All right, cool, that's no problem. Fine in your ass again. So I mean, eventually I stopped getting fines, but it definitely is a learning process that I wish somebody had taught me earlier on in life.
Oh my goodness. So yes, we went in with the college degree and we stayed here like a good minute. But
So
it's one of those things though. It's one
it's
of
a
those
funny,
bright things.
it's a iffy something. It definitely depends a lot on you, where you want to go in life, where you feel like you should be in life, and what your current standings are. Like, well, we can only work with what we have. We can't go
This
above
is-
that. So
And I
it
feel like
really
honestly,
depends.
if I be honest, I could have, like I said, I would have done this differently. And I'm given tidbits of something that I'm actually going to be asking money for later on.
Hmm.
But I would do it differently. I would definitely do it differently, as in, I could have still been home in my mother house making money, okay? And then stack that up and then go do this. And I would have done it without even having it be a liability, only have it be an asset.
Hmm.
So,
But you see, we have both in the Caribbean and the Black community. We have this stigma about, oh yeah,
getting
once I
more quick.
18, 19, I gotta get out of the house. So I gotta do things on my own. I gotta do this, you gotta do that. Yo, these white people will be coming back and going back by mommy and daddy too now. That's why they could afford this crazy rent when they decide to go
But they
live
still
somewhere else.
a lot of them still been by mommy and daddy all the while.
Hmm.
And they got a lot more things given as well and set up as well financially. So even when they finish study, it's like, okay, I still gonna take this outhouse scholarship and use that and invest it. And then afterwards, come back at the end of it. I'm gonna use some of it to just party hard, and some
Hmm.
of it is gonna be actually to just when I finish, I just pay off this whole thing in one lump sum, and then that's it. Which I
Exactly.
was like, why ain't nobody told me all
But no,
this?
but that's the thing. For us is a real, oh yeah, you gotta do this on your own, you gotta get that on your own, you gotta be this, you gotta be that. When it don't necessarily have to be that way. They got a whole bunch of other groups that have been doing it different for decades, and that's why you can see them more quote unquote further on in life than we are. But black people
But it's
too
okay.
often you have to learn the hard way, it seems.
No, I'm one of those people. I don't want to learn the hard way. That's why I always like, listen, I'm gonna use everybody because I had a lot of good bad examples.
Hmm.
In a sense, I call it good bad examples. It's like they were the way of not how you don't do
But like,
things.
yeah, I don't want to be like that.
I studied
Yeah,
them good. I was
yeah.
like, okay, that's what I'm not gonna do.
If it was the saying, a smart man learns from his mistakes, a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Definitely trying to be on that one.
Oh my goodness, you're calling me wise. Thank you. I appreciate it. So you said
Hey,
what you don't know.
it is what it is, it doesn't discriminate. So I mean, if that's what you do, then you definitely are, because you got a lot of people that ain't smart either.
Because we just keep our head going in the same cycle over and over and over.
Hey,
It's
and
like,
then
bro, you know you've been here already, right?
and and the best part about it, they gonna blame other people for their own shit. So I mean, hey,
Yeah, yeah. This is true. This is true. I mean, all of us could be wise in different areas and smart in different areas and dumb in different areas. So it could all be in one person too. So I
This is also
don't think
true.
I'm perfect. I'm not perfect.
This is definitely true.
So you could be a mess and a masterpiece.
That's a good one. Yeah. Hey, life is
Yeah,
about balance, you know.
yeah, it's all about balance. But let me see. So we had college, we had the
Mhm.
college degrees, and we still it depends. It
But yeah,
depends.
it depends.
That's the iffy
That's the only
situation.
thing we can put it down. It depends.
It depends. Because you could argue for either which side if it's an investment or if it's money.
Hmm.
So let's do a next one for business, and then we could hop over to the other ones and then come back if we feel like it. Let's see. Okay, so I have a couple, but
Hmm.
I'm going with this one. Business accessories. In a sense, let me explain. Let me explain.
Okay.
Because I mean, the world has been closed for a bit, so some people might be like, "What's that again?" But when you're presenting yourself and you're going for job interviews or you have different clients that you're going to, or whether it's in work or you're doing it for yourself and stuff like that, it's all about it. A huge part of it is what they don't tell you either in school. A huge part of it still comes down to how you look, the different accessories that you have. Is it like, okay, the business bag that you carry? Is the folder that you walk with? How put together is it? Your pen case, the pens that you write
Hmm.
that you have, because you won't come with a plastic. You're going to an important business meeting with some Ineco plastic pen. Ineco is a energy energy company here for utilities. You gonna walk in there with an Ineco plastic pen. You understand? Because they're gonna already be looking at you. They're looking at the notebooks that you come with.
Hmm.
So I'm like, is that actually an investment or is it just a waste of money? We just out here pretending. Even a
But
shoe, that's a different one.
that's another I would say that's another depends one because depending
And card
on
holders and all of those things.
depending on the field that you're in and the level that you are in that field, I would say it would be an asset or a liability. If you are on the top of your field, as in like you one of the experts, use one of the go-tos, use that guy or that girl, then unfortunately, as much as I would hate to admit it, it does those things do matter. Because you're not just your work anymore. You're now you're a symbol. You're somebody that people look up to. So it's not you're not just a representation of your work. So now you have to make sure you look proper. With the brands that you're using, you have to make sure to watch out for that because other people watching for that. You have to make sure how just like how you say how you represent yourself, the stuff that you're using, the way you carry yourself, all of that is being monitored now on a constant basis.
On a micro. We don't
Yeah.
like we don't like to admit this, right? We don't like to admit this. But in certain look, that's why I feel like, I have to watch my words now because I have to be real, but I still want to be real, raw, and relevant. Okay, especially when it comes to being a consultant, when it comes to being in sales, because I was bridging marketing and sales.
Mm.
So at a certain point, even when you're in marketing, and that is what I did most of the times, even when you're in marketing and you go to meet different clients and stuff like that, all of these things still matter. So even if you're not at the top of your chain, even if you're doing whatever within the business,
Hmm.
you're still not only representing yourself, you're also representing the business, but you're also representing yourself in case you go to another business or another job
That is
and
true too.
it's a smaller circle than you think. It
That
seems
is true.
big, but when it comes down to it at a certain point in time, when you're in a certain field, it becomes a smaller circle.
But that's why I say as well. If you more that I would more put that really towards the top of your field because then there's only a few certain people you're gonna go to. If you're still climbing or if you're still going toward if you're still like working towards it, you can afford to have a little mistakes here and there where a tire is concerned. Once your work shows up for it, but there's going to be a certain time. It doesn't matter. You're gonna reach a certain error in your career where it doesn't matter how good or how bad your work is. People are gonna judge you for you.
This is true. This is true. But that's why I still wanna. That's why I'm still really focusing on the fact that this was me just out of college. Eh? Or actually, I was still in college then because I was busy rounding off my master. But all of those things still mattered. It's like,
Hmm.
okay, but we are going to it's like when you're at the office, listen, wear whatever you want to wear. Like
Yeah. No,
it is
you're right.
pretty
You're right with that.
informal. So you could like get away with a lot more things. But when it came to certain things like, okay, we're going to meet with this client, we're going to meet with those clients, it's like, no, come on your A game. Like
Hmm.
tomorrow, people don't no.
Because
It would
that's the
just
thing
be
is,
like sometimes it's like you know that we're going tomorrow, that tomorrow we're going to a client, a very important client. So you know,
I would say not. Okay, maybe the question then I would adapt a little bit, or no, maybe the answer, my answer. I wouldn't necessarily say it's important to have accessories. I wouldn't necessarily say there's a asset or liability. I would
mm,
say the asset or liability would more come into play knowing when to adapt, when to use them, how to use them, because
true.
it's a really important something, knowing your audience and knowing who you're targeting. Because the thing is,
Yeah.
that same fancy watch you might wear to a quote unquote upper class client or somebody who's a little bit more bougie might make somebody who would give you just as much money, if not more, feel uncomfortable in a different setting. Like, oh, who's this guy trying to be? Oh yeah, he's trying to push this on me and this and that. So it really you as a business person, as an entrepreneur, even as somebody who just likes to move within different circles, you have to be able to know when to adapt and when to either tone up or tone down your own version of
Everything.
yourself. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, it's true. Because you're not gonna, with certain even super bougie clients, you're not gonna show up like, even if you have piercings, right? You're not gonna show up with big blinging earrings. You're
Exactly.
not gonna,
Yep.
you don't come with a gold chain like from here to Timbuktu, like hey, yo, you know? It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I said, listen, be you, by all means be you. But
Hmm.
like you were saying, Sean, that is definitely key, is knowing when to adapt to whatever situation, because it's like when you're going to a gala, it's not going to be the same thing like when you're going to a barbecue. So
Exactly.
you need to be able to switch it up. You're still you, still be you, but know how to.
And that to me, that's more important than anything else, because you can stay with the bougie people, you can stay with the I don't even know, lower class, for lack of a better term, but regardless of the case is, you're not be around the same class your whole life, unless you want to be sheltered and uncultured. Then I mean, hey, every to each their own. But if you
I
want, if
don't consider it like upper or lower class. I would consider it like know what the purpose is of where you're going. Because I hang out
okay,
with a lot of really, really wealthy people, and you would not know it just looking at them.
that's
And
that's true too.
so, and they like to kind of keep it that way too, most of them, because they don't want to be targeted.
I mean, this smart. Although if you making millions and billions a year, like why show it? Like why I be flashing cash and stuff like that?
But these are the people we're having this conversation now about assets and liabilities, right? These are the people who have that on lock,
Hmm.
okay? Like click click. They're like, listen, they pay me for this, so no. And to be honest, that is kind of where I'm headed right now. I'm like, listen, if you want to see like a big situation on me, because unless I just feel like doing it, that's my prerogative. That's my business.
Hmm.
Unless you pay me, boo boo. Yeah.
But not only that, we also have to start normalizing paying people what they're worth and what they ask, and stop asking for a discount because you know such and such person. That don't fly. That
This
mm-mm.
is true. This is true. I'm having to deal with that situation as we currently speak. But it's yeah, because the more I level up, the more my price gonna level up with it too. Because you, I am tired. Listen, the value that I'm gonna go on
Hey,
a little
you do you, boo boo.
entrepreneurial rant.
You do your thing.
But the thing is, I am saving so many people. a lot of time, and a lot of money. So if I'm saving you time and money, and I'm even charging you 10% of the time and the money that I'm saving you, I feel like I'm worth it.
We see a lot of people don't, especially the time part. A lot of people don't see the time it takes to put in a lot of the stuff that we just do. So it's like once you're not showing them, or like you have an active like proof to a certain extent to show them like, yo, I'd be doing this and this on a regular basis. You just don't see it. Like a lot of times it is just fall on deaf ears.
That's true. That's
Be-
true. But that's why I feel like it's still my responsibility to put that also in the proposition and be like, you know what, this and that is the case, blah 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 blah, break it down, be like, yeah, so this is my price. I
Mhm.
don't feel like I need to always defend my price in that manner, but
Is
the
that
point is it's value that is saving tons of times and tons of money. And if you want me to be the catalyst that I am, that I can be for you, then yeah, this is what it's come down to. But yeah, so I kind of went ahead of myself. So how do you feel about, because this could be business and life as well.
mhm.
So we do one business, life, and love. This could be business and life. Um, Name brand clothing. Is that a waste of money or is it an investment?
Waste some money unless it's your own, unless you're supporting somebody else. Clear, because
Clear
what
cut answer.
yeah, I mean, I just be real with it. There's no reason unless it's really something with quality. And even so, there's not really reason for it. There's no reason to buy a let's say a Balenciaga shoe, Yeezy shoes for like 250. What? I don't even know how much these things go for anymore.
200 is the lowest range.
If
To be
even
honest.
that's just to show you. To me, there's no reason that in the Skechers it still protected my foot. I still don't touch the ground. And once I like the design, who's anybody else? There's
This is true.
is all is to me is liability. Brand is again, unless you're promoting somebody else that you know personally or you're promoting your own, it doesn't make sense.
I'm with you.
It
We
it,
we hear on that one. We hear on
it
that one. Listen. And I feel like style doesn't have a price tag on it. Because
exactly.
I see certain people with all kind of name brand stuff, and I'm talking about designer stuff, and you still look like no.
And they
You
still look
still
like
look
they
young
can't
looking like
dress.
no.
So it it,
And
it do-
me with my little what? Sometimes it's like what 25-year outfit, and I still out here like so style. You don't style does not have a a price tag on it. Let me see. Born to Eat says, are those an investment if you get it cheap and flip it? Hey,
that but you see
I like how you think.
that
I love how
depends
you
that
think.
depends on how you really going, how you choose to look at it. If you're looking at it in a business perspective, yeah, for sure. Then it's an asset. But if you're looking at it as in like
Yeah.
style to wear and stuff like that, nah, that's not it at all. Because half of those people who buying brands for other people to look at it, or to be like, hey, look, I have this. Other than that, you can get the same quality, same style for 75% cheaper half the time.
But listen, I still get some of the brand things, but I listen. We're talking about paying full price, but hello, there are avenues in which I don't have to. I'm being a business person that I am. There are different outlets. There are different sales. There are different like let's be honest. Let's be honest. We could get the name brand still, and actually, some of the things are based on comfort and functionality. Why I would still choose to
Hmm.
go for the name brand above, because if I would buy a shoe and I know it'll fall apart in the next 3 to 6 months, it's like how much time you gonna buy that shoe before you get an actual good one?
Yep.
You know,
But then
that gonna last you like the next 10 to 20
okay,
years, basically.
but then if we talking about this, then we also have to keep accountability into it. Everybody takes
What
care
kind
of
of
it
accountability?
because everybody takes care of themselves differently. You could buy a $200 shoe. I could buy the same $200 shoe, and it might last you longer than it lasts me. But that's just because how we choosing to take care of it, and the how to say the pride that we have in it. So that's also a big factor that goes into it as well. Is your mindset? Is your mind state about it?
This is true. This is true. This is true. Actually, fun fact. This one I have on right here. This one, this black one. It's cute, isn't it? Um, I have that for like 10 years already, yeah. And it still looks really good, huh?
I still have shoes I used to wear from like 2010. So like
I have stuff that I wore in high school that still looks pristine.
yeah. Hmm.
So, hey,
Hmm.
I
So
have things that last really, really long. Sometimes it's not even about price, sometimes it's about quality. And sometimes, again, you can get quality for really good prices.
mhm.
And sometimes some of the things that you pay a whole bunch of money for still ain't
But you
quality.
know,
So,
but I was just thinking about it. It really depends when it comes to brands. It really depends on it really depends on how your area of interest as well. Because for example, fashion is not mine. So like you trying to convince me to buy like a €1,000 bag or something like that, like it's never gonna happen. But some but maybe something like
I'm gonna check you in the next 10 years.
I
We gonna talk about that in
yeah,
10 years.
not even. But something, for example, something like I used to be a serious gamer. So like you could have quicker tried to get me to spend €1,000 on a PS4 or a PS5 than on shoes. But that's just my interest in general. So that's also a big factor in it. What are you willing to pay? What aren't you willing to pay for something? The importance you
Hey,
put on that item.
true, 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 true. Definitely. That's one of the factors. And look, Ife is also here in the. I was talking about you earlier, Ife, and Islandpreneur, that it was super awesome. And Ife Badijo says, we're in a pandemic. One of the key things we should focus on is our coin, affordable luxury. Yes, balling on a budget. I literally have a series on YouTube. Also drinking tea with V episodes, balling on a budget. Listen,
Hmm.
listen. If you want to ball on a budget, boo boo, hit me up. I'm gonna give you all the details. I'm gonna show you my ways. Okay. So that's what I do. I definitely ball on a budget, and for people, it's definitely about what you value, what you value. And so I have, and we will get to that part just now because we're coming down into life. We're doing business. We're crossing over into life.
Hmm.
And so, let me see. Born to Eat says, if I have a $200 shoe, I'll wear that.
But then, boy to eat, isn't that you
That
wearing down the shoe, making it less valuable, and or you really trying to say you get to your money worth of it?
Listen. Don't be one of those people. Don't be one of listen. Mix and match. The whole key is also mixing, because some people they would have that $200 shoe, and they would kill it,
Yeah.
like you have this Timberlands or you're sweating in the summer, still got on these Timberlands like is winter.
Hmm.
Don't do it, boo boo. Don't do
I,
it.
I, by, hey, kudos to them. I obviously not one of those people, but kudos, kudos to them. To each their own. We all have our vices.
This is true. This is true. That's why I'm like, listen, people might come. Don't listen. Don't come for me after this episode. And do not come for me. I, disclaimer: do not come for me. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I said it because I said it. But don't come for me. So yeah,
They could come to me.
it's all about what you value.
Hmm.
So talking about value, flowers. This is life. Flowers. This could be life and love. Buying flowers. Buying flowers for yourself, buying flowers for a significant other. Do you think that buying flowers is wasting money or is it investing?
A lot of people ain't buy,
Just listen.
buy,
This is a space. We have a safe space here at Drinking Tea with V. You could say whatever you
buy.
want to say.
You see,
You could
yeah.
have.
I hate that most of my answers so far been depends, but it really depends. This one depends as well. If you buying flowers by, okay, as a male, at least as a guy, I
You
don't
don't
have
want to get
I,
flowers too? You don't want to receive flowers too?
by now you don't have to. That's a waste of money. Like this. If you try to buy
Okay,
me
so
flowers,
the
then
waste of money for you.
yeah, no. If you
Okay.
try to buy me flowers, then that's a waste of money. I don't put no stocking flowers. They gonna dead anyway. So there's that you wasted money we could have both spent to get on food. No, makes no
Give
sense.
me a high five on this one. Give me a high five on this one.
To me at least personally, that'll make sense. But on the other hand, I know women in general like to receive flowers. So if you look at it as an investment, I guess for what I would call a romantic investment, if you're looking to get on that young lady's good side or impress that young lady, or it could be your mother too, make your mother feel good, your aunt, your sister, whoever. If you want to make that other person feel good, then I understand the idea and the sentiment behind flowers. The actual practicality of it, no, makes no sense. It's a liability. You're wasting your money. Eventually they go dead anyway. You have to go get new ones. Makes no sense. None. If you gonna tell me, yo, I got a pot there, I gonna replant them, we gonna survive till at least next week. Cool, no problem.
I want to give them water. I want to make sure they get roots.
Even
because I'm giving you one no more.
They gonna put them in water. Don't change the water. It's the same nasty water. So it's like, what's the point? Might as well tell me, all right, cool, I like them and throw them away. Okay, what's the point? But again, that's me. This is me personally. I understand the sentiment behind them. I understand the symbol behind them. So
yeah.
if I know they're important to somebody else, I would give them as well. But me personally, nah. That's definitely a liability. That's definitely a liability.
Okay. Now, let me answer that question. Can I answer that question?
Go ahead. Hey, it's your podcast.
Okay. So, again, I'm gonna put a disclaimer out there. Women don't come for me. Do not come for I. But me, personally, Valentine Gator, to be exact. Government name out there now. So, for me personally, it's a liability. I don't do flowers. I love to see them. I love seeing them. I think they are fabulous. I love to see real flowers at events. It gives that je ne sais quoi. It adds some more character to the room. I love tablescapes with flowers, but for me, it's a liability. I'm about that life. The reason why is, for me, the way how my pollen situation set up. Don't do it. Do not do it.
I feel that.
Do not do it. Like, if you want to get to me, give me flowers. Like, please don't do it. Like, I really, really appreciate it. And I've had this for like different occasions and stuff like that. I love them. Like, I love them, but they don't love me. You understand? I love them. I love them. They don't love me. So then I feel like it's a liability because we are losing in this game.
Exactly.
So I am one of those. I am one of those women. That's why I say women don't come for me. Women don't come for me because I understand it's a very beautiful thing. I love beautiful things. Give me fake flowers. Give me real looking fake flowers. I would appreciate that because I like to decorate. I like to so I am not one of those women like it's a liability. You don't do it. You're going dead. It's making me feel a type of way like it's affecting my health. No.
I completely agree with you. Completely. Like I have my manager gave me like 2 sets of plants there. I surely did. I surely did.
I'm trying to get better, I love plants, but the thing is I work better with I mean a plant is alive too, but I work better with things that look for my attention. Otherwise, you can just sit here and just.
I've never heard it put that way before. Whoa, okay, true.
So like humans, they're gonna cry. They're gonna come to me and be like, or
oh shit, okay.
Hook me up, hey V, let's link up, just let's have a drink, let's chat, I do really well with humans.
Okay.
I do really well with animals too, you know.
Whoa, all right.
Especially cats, you know, I love cats. I love cats. I love dogs too.
Devil
But
spawn.
sometimes I feel like they're a little too dependent, and sometimes I don't have the time. But I love animals in general.
Mm.
But you know, me and cats like on this vibe. I just look for you when I want you, when I need you, and then again, you know, like deuces. So this is I do well with animals. They love me. I love them. It works. But I love plants, but plants love me too, but they don't love me back when I don't take it.
Yeah,
Then again,
I definitely can't say we have any type of relationship, me and plants. I definitely don't have no kind of thumb, green thumb, purple thumb, red thumb, no kind of thumb. So yeah, for
you
me,
have a red one, I hope, or pink.
nah, I mean pink, yeah. But plants, for me personally, I would say liability.
Well, we were talking about flowers.
Well, I mean, both,
Flowers and plants. You group them like flowers and plants.
all the same thing. Yep, liability. But that's me personally. That's me. Maybe I don't know what to do with them. Maybe I know how to take them, but liability. They make everything look pretty, but other
I
than that,
know, and I love plants. I love plants. I love them. But I just don't want nothing with pollen. I don't want nothing with pollen. Don't give me nothing with pollen. I don't know. So yeah, for me it's a liability in that sense. And for me right now in the place that I am in life, you know, yeah, most of them just die.
yeah,
So
all of them will die on this side. So don't do it. Don't do it. Mm-mm.
oh my goodness. So yeah. So
Mm-mm. So,
but but don't give me an animal either right now because I wouldn't have time for them because I don't want to walk a dog in the
no.
middle of the winter. I just don't want to put in that time and energy right now.
Yep.
So yeah, let's see. Let's see. So this one is a good one. This one is a good one too. This one is a good one. Wait. No, let me go back to let's go back to life. Because this one is just life in general. Video games. How you feel about that? Because you're already trying to touch the subject. Video games, video consoles, online gaming, buying stuff for online games, buying games for video console, for video game consoles, like
As
that
as
whole
a
group all that together.
as a gamer, asset
Why is it an
definitely,
asset though?
because
I need you to explain this to me.
games
Because does
have
it matter
stopped me
what
have
kind of
stopped me
return on
from
investment does this have?
what? Say that again?
What kind of a return on investment does this have?
Okay, this stops me from going to jail for beating somebody else. Stop me from spending as much money because I choose to finish the game instead of going out and buying drinks.
The game not cost you a whole bunch of money, so I mean, it's
Yeah,
already there.
yeah, but you see, but you have to understand, right? Depending on how
Yeah,
much time you have. Say if you have a single
yeah.
story, a single player game,
Okay, okay.
most of those
Mhm.
games gonna take some on a whole between 60 to 100 and something hours, depending on how good of a gamer you is. You mostly
Okay.
have the most time you're going to have is on the weekends. If you're going to sit down and play that game, the biggest time is the weekends. What's the biggest time of going out? Weekends.
Okay.
I could
Okay.
save money. I could spend 60 euros for this month and still go out, depending on the game as well. And that's 60. Let's say you're a moderate drinker. That's between 30 to 40 euros. If you buy drinks for other people as well, that's between 40 and 60 euros. Let's just say a month you're gonna spend.
That's a month.
I can save, yeah, that's a month. For some people that's 2 weeks. But either way, that's
Some
around
people
the month.
don't even supply one night. But okay, this depends on the person that you are.
It depends on the person, the amount you can drink as well. But even so, even without the drinking and the party in taken into consideration, when I had a relationship, video games helped me a lot too. Because I stay my ass home. I don't answer no calls. I ain't looking at nothing. I ain't trying to look for nobody. I running game. My woman can't get back to me. Where I am? Home. Running game. On the weekend, where she can't get back to me. Where am I? Home. Running game. Who are you talking to? A bunch of
But how
man.
is that an investment for her?
No, but for me too. Because I don't have to hear her mouth.
But you could still hear her mom because if you run in game, then you pay no attention to her, then that's a problem.
But you see, that's okay. But you see, it all depends on the type of problem you're looking for. There's levels to the problem as well. I rather hear cussing
Okay.
about, oh yeah, you don't spend enough time with me, then oh yeah, why you liking that one picture? Why you thinking that? Oh, why she looking at you like that for? How the fuck are you supposed to know? I in her head? No, I home, running game. So I avoid all of that.
It's a type of problem. The level and type of problems that you're looking for. Wow.
Video
Okay.
games are definitely an investment. And I ain't even talking about, and I ain't even reached like the other benefits where like hand-eye coordination, reaction, all of that. And that's all of that goes with it as well. But video
Hand-eye coordination.
games,
You need hand-eye coordination. So
I
you
mean,
can't put on like I have to put on my glasses. If I play video games, I could put it on easier.
no, it's not necessarily good. Yeah. All right, so you're trying to be a smart ass. That's what you say. That's what you're trying to do.
I try to understand. I want the people to understand too, because you need to be very specific. And what you need a hand-eye coordination for? What return on
Sports,
investment that can bring you?
when it comes
Unless you go again, you in a club go again. You want to do us? You want to do us?
with sports, even something as simple, even as something simple as typing, you don't consider as hand-eye coordination, but that is hand-eye coordination.
Okay.
So all of that is improved as well through video games. Obviously, the type of video game you play is going to determine which one gets focused on more and whatnot. But all of that does have to do with it as well. So I would put video games definitely as an asset. Definitely.
What other kind of skills do you get from video games since it's an asset?
By stress relief. You can't put no how do you say, you can't put no price on distressing. Especially since it's
Some people would say, like, if, like, say, okay, so you have a partner and they say, like, you saying you cannot put any price on stress relief. For her, shopping is stress relief.
if it's hard
You
money,
can't put
leave
price
her do
on
her
it.
thing. Who is me to yo?
Okay, you're legally bound to this partner, and so their investments and their choices has an effect on you.
Yo, once you go pay rent, I ain't care. Once you pay your half of the rent and your half of the bills. Everything you do extra, that's your money now. I am not your father. I can't tell you what to do. Once
If
you
you
got
ask
your
me to
shit
buy,
covered,
if
we
you ask
good.
me to buy a house,
Huh?
and only you saving for the down payment, like how that working though?
Then
Because you're paying
I going to
monthly.
live in that house and she going to find her way. That's how it going to work. We both
If
adults.
you're legally bounded to this person, if you're legally bounded to this person,
Oh,
then how?
but you see, that's another something. I feel like that's a liability.
I was coming to that. I was coming to that.
I feel,
Okay, so wait. Okay, so let's go back to the games. So gaming for you is
for me, it's an asset.
for you is an asset, and you feel like for your partner is also an asset because you're going away, you're liking nobody pictures, you're saving money from going out, you're getting wasted, white girl wasted.
I feel like
You're
it
gonna
is a
get-
win-win for everybody.
It's a win-win for everybody. Because when you're out here in these streets, you're out here in these streets. That's what you feel.
You know, you gotta enjoy. There's only one life to live, you know.
Oh my goodness. Lord, let me stop. I'm putting the words in your mouth, okay? I was just
I'm glad. I'm glad.
I was, oh my goodness. So yes, I feel like what do I feel about I do not value video games like that. So for me it's a liability in that sense. And I'm a quality time kind of person. And so I've had this discussion with a previous partner. I was like, dude, hello?
But then my thing is, what do you want? What do you want your fella to be more interested in? Like, let's say one of your hobbies, something either the podcast or shopping or something like that. Would you want him to get more involved as well?
Depends.
I mean, depends.
Depends. Because in the sense of that I got the whole podcast situation thing unlocked. Like I'm eager for that. I, don't- I enjoy your input. I enjoy the discussions in that
Mhm.
aspect. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh with you. I'm gonna laugh at you with your game, with whatever it is. You're on your mission. This, that. I'm gonna even give you strategies and be like, hey, yo, try this, try that, blah, 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 duh, 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 duh. Like I'm gonna be there with you. I would do that. I would do that. But in the sense of like for me to have a game, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of money for me. I ain't gonna play. I ain't gonna do it. So if it's for my partner, then I would be involved in that way. might play because I suck because I have not invested the time. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I've been, even though, well, I did hijack my brothers like Tetris and Mario and all them kind of wherever way back when. But yeah, and it was fun actually. So I
Look,
understand the businessing
let
part
me let me show you
and the
something.
hand-eye coordination part and also the strategy part because it
Especially,
also makes you a lot quicker, especially like with Tetris that they used to be like, "Toot, toot, 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 toot," and you'd be like, so yeah, feeling the
I
stress sometimes used to give me more stress, so I
I
know about
I can't
strategy.
I can't necessarily say for ladies, but for fellas, I can guarantee you, any
I
fellow
know.
that has been a gamer in the past maybe 10 years, we've saved a lot on lawyer fees because there's been a lot of situations where you either wanted to slap somebody or put your hands on somebody's child, and you didn't because you went home and you run game. That saved a lot of lawyer fees. A lot of people get saved because of video games. I guarantee you that. I might be one of those people that get saved. You never know. We got yo.
Like, I feel like this is investment because I'm not out here in these streets slapping people's children.
It could be
Slapping
worse.
people.
It could be
Yeah,
worse.
it could be,
Instead of
it could be
taking my
worse.
anger, out on the human race, I taking my anger out on this virtual world.
This is true. As a man, as a hunter, gatherer, as a defender, you need to get that release somewhere. So instead of having out here all kind of pent up anger and frustration, like I understand that one.
Instead of shooting somebody in real life, I shoot you in the game. I pretend it's you. I shoot you in the game.
I'm shitty in the game. Lord have mercy. But yeah. I would rather that just be virtual.
Exactly. You see,
For everybody, that's a win.
for society, that's a win. Video,
Every
there
for
can't be nothing
society
wrong
on a
with video
whole.
games.
And that's what oh my goodness. So yeah, I feel like okay, I've come to see this in a broader perspective. So yeah, for me as a woman, still, it is still a liability
I
because
understand. I understand.
it also like was encroaching on my time. Like I was not having it. I was not having it. So we did come to a consensus.
Mhm.
So it was okay. But yeah, for me personally, that's still a liability.
Yeah,
I get my hand coordination situation like elsewhere.
understood. Understood.
So okay, coming down to um this one is just for fun. Apple
Mm.
products.
Definite. Even as an Apple consumer myself, liability. Like
Why is it a liability?
straight business because there's no reason on it. Like really and truly, and this is not looking good on myself. There's no reason for you to have to spend 1,100 euros dollars on a phone when you can buy a phone with the same capabilities that cost 600. There's no reason whatsoever. None. None. There's not one. You cannot come and tell me one reason other than you want to show other people that, yeah, I have an Apple product.
Well, actually,
No, it's bullshit.
I understand both. But as of recently, I have also come to understand there are certain features that are still not on Android because I have both right now. And so I'm very fortunate in that sense. And I was like,
There is
yo,
no feature
Android.
that is 300-400 euros worth. Name one feature on Apple that's not on Android that's
For this
worth the money.
online shopping industry, for this very digital world, for all of if you want to get things in order, also for your business, you got to be signing into this, signing into that with a diki day for this and a da 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 da, blah, 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 and getting codes and stuff like that because I just paranoid about certain things. I don't want to do certain things by certain ways. But anyway, so then you have like the whole simple thing the when you get a code in your SMS
Mm-hmm.
to then put in for it,
Mm-hmm.
right? It just copy paste. It's like you want to use this code, yes. I don't have to go and I don't have to use. That's what that was like legit. I definitely considering an iPhone again just for that feature. Like the amount of stress. when I had switched my phone and I was like, okay, no, I going back to my iPhone because no.
But you know that all of that is just practice and getting used to the phone. There are not many, although that copy and paste thing that could be done on an Android as well.
No, but I didn't even have to copy it with the iPhone. I just have to like, you want to use this code?
So
Yes.
you pay, so what you telling me is that you rather pay the 400 to 600 euros difference for convenience, is what you're telling me.
You see, the thing is too, I'm not that much of a consumer. So I feel like this is investment for my mental health. And in the sense of that,
Wait,
I have my phone.
time out, time out, time out, time out, time out, time out,
It's
time
something that I value, my mental
out, time
health.
out.
I don't feel like I need to be stressed for things that I don't need to be stressed for.
So
So
you
that's
feel,
what I do.
so you really feel that something that minute, which is legit, which does not get any more definition of a first world problem. You feel that that is going to damage in your mental health.
It's not damaging my mental health, but I feel like I struggle. I am as an entrepreneur with all of the struggles that I face already, with the extra struggles that other people don't face, that I feel like this one little thing, if this could help me, I feel like I could invest for this. And this phone going to go with me. Listen, return on investment. All the time that I have to save now to go and check back at it, go back, copy paste, go back. Da, da, da. Time is money.
And you really feel those like 5 seconds really going to take away that much income from you.
No, but I feel like because I'm going to use the phone for a longer period of time. Look, I even have what's this? iPhone. I have this phone for 5 years and we still going strong.
I mean, I got one of my iPhones for a minute as well, but I mean, I didn't
For
have
four
to.
years. I don't know.
That's the thing. Like we doing we like we could get along more than fine with a Samsung, with our business and with the podcast, with all like more than fine. We legit don't. And you know how they trick you as well. When you have one, you have to get the other. So because you have an
No,
iPhone, you have to have a Mac.
no. I actually considered it because of that. I just like how the Mac looks. I just like how it looks. I just feel like the whole sleek design. I feel like yes. But for the price, no. I like how it look, but I have not gotten all of the. I have a combination of. I have a combination of. I have Apple products, but I also have Android products.
Me too.
And of course, with the syncing and stuff like that, it's a lot easier. Da, 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 but it ain't that serious for me. But I want little thing that I've been using the whole time for this whole pandemic situation where everything has been digital, where everybody want that extra verification and effort. Listen, I cannot. I cannot. That was working on me for the pandemic. You understand? So that's why I feel like for my mental health, I would have considered that. Yes, just for that reason. I really
Okay,
did.
to each their own. To each their own.
For listen, people, I still don't feel like the Apple prices, and especially we're sending things to Apple to repair too. That is, it's not only about the cost of the phone itself, because when something happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's the thing.
Then
Even with that, I have like 2 screen protectors on mine. I have a case on mine. It's like how reckless you choose to be with your stuff is. Like, but again, just like what we were saying before, we can buy the same thing at the same price, but
I
one
have a
will
good
last.
protector. You see, I have a good protector. This thing, listen, my phone fall a couple of times, screen protector, everything. Yeah, we good.
You could, yeah. Well, I got mine in case. I got privacy screen, this protector, that protector. I ain't playing with that.
You
Nah,
play.
this thing costs too much.
You need to do that investment last
Yeah,
minute.
yeah, 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 yeah. Not even as and I well, I guess I can call it an investment because I just be doing more stuff with it now, or I should be doing more stuff with it now, where like advertising and social media for the business and all that's concerned. So I guess you can consider that, or you can consider it like for me, I can consider it an investment. But if you don't have a business, if you don't have something you're promoting, you don't need the fastest camera. Like the 11 would have been just as good as the 12.
True, 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 true. And
Unless
actually, right now I'm on an Android just for the because this camera is like way better. Like, listen,
you see,
listen. I have both, and I'm like, no, this camera, and especially at night, listen, those pictures be crisp.
that
What?
I don't know who to be taking the iPhone cameras pictures, but obviously mine was a defect because some of the pictures that it be taking, you swear is a fucking Nokia man come from. But hey, no, that's a different something.
But it's those Apple updates too that just be screwing you over. Which I did notice with this phone. Actually, I'm like, no, but my picture qualities are not the same, and the camera is like, is y'all messing with me? Y'all messing with me? I don't appreciate it.
Yep. But
You
nah,
know, I start taking updates. I'm like, no, no.
in
But you
general,
see,
I would
somebody, I
definitely.
don't know if you want me to call them out. You know, I don't want to put them on blast. So, girl, I'm not gonna mention your name. But I literally got a message here on the side and be like, girl, you're not crazy. It's not only the SMS, it does it with internet banking too. So online banking too. And you know how we be talking, we are talking about money. You gotta make sure you get your money like this, like this, like this. You know how
Yeah.
so yeah, for that money transfers too. Hey, hey, money,
But
money, money.
I don't know for that even I don't know if that's that thing because I got friends that have Androids that the money will go just as fast as well too. So I mean, again, for me
Like
personally, if you had to
that
ask,
ticket is worth the same.
hmm?
That ticket is worth the same.
Yeah, but you see that's the thing. If you had to ask me personally, Apple in general, liability.
Liability. Okay. I feel that way too, but some of those things I'm willing to invest for my mental health.
My girl say
So
her mental
100%.
health.
Yes, for design reasons and for mental health. And when I feel like certain things are designed well and it's just beautiful to look at, it just brings me joy. And when it brings me joy, it then also reflects in my work. And this is the everyday thing that I will use anyway. So my return on investment is the fact that listen, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this because we had the whole clothing and name brand stuff. Some of
Mhm.
those things, if you wear it every day and look perfect fool, that gonna be you. But my cost per use going to be so low because I'm gonna use the stuff. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it. So yes, let's move. So I have. It depends. It depends. But let me see. Buying a car,
Again,
a
depends on
car.
which car. It depends on which car. It depends on the model, all that type. It really depends, and what you're using it for as well.
What do you mean? What are you using it for? Tell me.
If you buying a Jeep or you buying a truck and you constantly hauling shit in the back of it, or you constantly using the bed of the truck and stuff like that, eventually you're going to get scratched up. You're going to have to paint it over. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to do that. Eventually, that upkeep going to cost you a bit. You changing the shocks and all that kind of stuff.
You
If
got
you,
protectors for those things too. Like,
hmm?
yeah, but for the if you got a truck or whatever, or Jeep, you have the protectors that literally fit in it. Like,
No, that's the thing. It all depends on, again, just like everything else, how you taking care of it, how your upkeep is of it. I would say really mm, yeah, but I would still say it depends. Depends on the make and the model and what you use it for. If you're using it for
making the model
business,
with sense.
could only be an asset. If you're using it because
Why
it look,
would you after this is for business?
how you mean? If you're using the car to get you from point A to point B, or you're using it to haul your materials or whatnot, it's an asset.
Okay, okay, okay.
But
Yeah.
if you just buying it to look pretty in it, that is going to always, cars are one thing that's always depreciate. So if you're not legit using it other than point A, point B, is going to be a liability. Because that depreciation ain't a joke.
Listen, you drive it off the lot.
That yeah,
That thing
okay.
gone now like 30%.
All right. All right.
That is crazy. The car brand spanking new. You drive that off the lot, 30%
Mm-hmm.
deduction. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And
No,
that
I
and
was
that's just that. That's not making any other adjustments for you personally or anything of the sort. That's just driving it off.
that's just driving it off the lot.
So
You in your brand spanking new car, they put a bow on it. They have even like with the if you have a good car dealership in your fall. Anyways, I mean, then it's like okay, you have the whole campaign thing, you
mm-hmm.
have the whole presentation. It come dress you in a bow and like tit, 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 tit. So yeah, it's all the things. It's all the things. It's nice. It's
Nah,
nice.
I definitely would say unless you're using that for the job or that it has a actual purpose more than point A to point B, liability.
Okay.
Some
Okay.
of the smartest rappers and business people live like yeah they lease their cars because what I going to spend a whole 100,000 to $1 million on a car again on a car.
But why lease it? Because then it's not your own after that.
But exactly, you could give it back. You don't have to worry about upkeep. You don't got to worry about nothing like that. Again, it depreciates. You're not getting anything from it.
You wanna
You
get
lease it. I just gotta pay a couple months for it. And like, hey, hand that over. Give me something else. Nah.
But the thing is, even if you, but look, because that's the thing too with the like the leasing and the thing. I had leasing versus buying, but now you're talking about getting. I'm like, yes, talk more. Give me all the things. Give me all the things. Because it's like, okay, if you're leasing it, you're still paying a whole heap of money. You're paying for the upkeep, but you're still paying for the upkeep. But it ain't even yours after you spend all the money.
But that's fine. What you want it to be yours for? So again, something like cars, luxury cars. Most of the time, when people say they want one car or they want their luxury car, okay, cool, you can have your own. But then what happened to the third, fourth, and fifth one? That's for that's for other people. You're trying to show off now. So if you're going to show off, if you want to be that egotistical, at least do it smart. At least do it economically. But that's why people be blowing their budget because it's not only that. No, you pay for the car, you pay whether you pay for cash or not, whatnot. You pay for license plate, you pay for upkeep, you pay for a whole bunch of shit. But once it's yours now. Once you lease in that, you don't have them kind of expenses. You don't have to worry about that. I can still look flashy for other people, change my shit as a matter of fact, and my bank account's still good. What I have to do to prove to anybody, oh yeah, I own this. Yeah, okay, and so what, sir? You own something that's constantly
Okay,
depreciated. You look like a
but
big dog. To people that don't have money, that's a big boss move. To people that have money, you're an asshole.
yes, you're a fool. You're an absolute fool because it's like that thing just depreciation like crazy. Like depreciation on a car. Depreciation is the for those who don't know what depreciation is how much your asset is worth, how much something is worth. So when let's say the car costs 100K, when you just drive it off the lot, it already drops to like to 70. And it's still being new. It's still being new. You just crossed the line off the lot. It done
Mhm.
dropped 30%. Like, you don't even do nothing to it yet. It ain't even get bang up. It ain't even get scratched up. It ain't even get, you just crossed the line of that car lot. And it's like 30,000 done gone.
Yep.
Ka-ching.
No.
So that's what depreciation is. So I just kind of here being playing devil's advocate because I feel like cars are liabilities. Like that is not right now, that is not one of the main assets that is like on my radar. But again, I still love cars. I love how they look. I love how they everything. But for me, it has to be. And listen, if you want even more of a liability, get something like a Range Rover because those things will suck gasoline like
You
crazy.
want reliability? Get a boat. Okay? Get a boat.
That's
You want
true.
something to just suck money? Buy a boat.
Ooh, because the maintenance on that is
Oh,
crazy. Like, I don't need to
okay.
have a yacht. I just want to be on a yacht. I just
Uh,
want to rent a yacht, spend my
exactly.
day on
What
it,
you just
and
say
give
there?
it back.
Rent one. What are you
Rent.
doing buying a boat
For-
for?
I don't
Unless
know. That's a
unless you
boat.
buying a boat to lease it to other people, cool. Again, that is an asset. You're
I
making
don't
the
need to
money
move.
work money.
I don't need to cross oceans. So maybe if I needed to cross oceans and I wanted to go like, private situation, I need to focus on business while on the boat. Like I get in business done. I want a body like in my space. I want a coffee around me. Like I might and I might have to think about it, but that's not my case. So with cars now, for business reasons, I still would see it as an asset because it saves a lot of time. Ooh, cars could save time
Yeah,
because if
helicopter
you
then.
have public transportation, sometimes I'm like, oh, wish I had a car again.
If you really want to say get helicopter, that saves the most time.
But the upkeep on those two is,
I mean,
hey,
we be balling, right?
you can't land everywhere either. I can't land everywhere. I'm still need a car after they drop me off in the top of
That
a hospital.
I would say
Then
right now the only real asset if you're talking about cars is if you're talking about something on the line of like a Tesla. A Tesla would be an asset. That would be an investment because you're saving money on gas, you're saving money on fuel. You save. Granted, if something go wrong, if you don't have a Tesla
that's what
dealership,
we're coming to.
that gonna be a
That's
bit
what I
of an
still want
issue.
a hybrid. I still want a hybrid, baby, because everywhere you're going to get. That's why I love Teslas too. But when something go wrong, you go wrong. And I don't trust all of the computerized stuff because when it go wrong,
Hmm.
it go wrong. When you're in that car and it go wrong
Hmm.
and you can't even open your door because everything click, it's a problem to me. It's
That I get you. That's concerned too.
I
People.
feel like this is the iRobot situation for me. So, in that sense, but I love Teslas and I want to test drive one so bad. Like I need to. I have to. I haven't yet. I want to.
When I get rich, that's gonna be one of the ones in my garage. But is
But
I
I
definitely
feel like
understand. But that's too is not how to say is not all over enough because you still have to go to certain places to get a charging station and stuff like that. So it's like
yeah, yeah.
it's
I
still not
probably
as
talk about Tesla.
convenient as like the normal gasoline cars.
Yeah, but I feel like I've been seeing a lot of Teslas, like a lot,
And trust
a lot.
me, they've been going up out of their
That's
way to charge the car if they don't have one at home.
that's true.
Guaranteed.
It's still a liability to me because the point of having a car for me is to save me time from getting to from point A to B. And seeing the condition that we're living in right now, also it's a lot more like I don't have to think about, extra precautions to make sure that I ain't in another situation and I could, but so that's why a car would be an asset for now, but still it's a liability because yeah, no.
But that's the thing. It
So
really
that's why I
depends.
don't
It really depends on what you're using it for. If it's just point A, point B, and depends what car as well. You can get i10. You don't need a Corolla. If you get a point A to point B, you don't need a Lexus. You don't need an Audi. You don't need a
this
Mercedes.
is true. This is true. This is true. And that's why even when I did have access to a car and even picked it out and even anyway, we can get into that. But so yeah. Uh, so it was really fuel efficient. I went for fuel efficient. It was not big. For here in the Netherlands, you have to think on size because if you have too
Wait,
big of a car,
tax.
you will find no parking nowhere.
Oh, not that. Yo, you talking about parking? I talking about that road tax.
That road tax too.
Mm-hmm.
The road tax be no 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 no
Mm-hmm.
no. So
Mm-hmm.
the road tax is no because that's also a liability. Paying the if you look at the car, paying for parking.
But that's
Paying parking is
living in Amsterdam.
another liability.
Scooter. Mm-mm.
Exactly,
Mm-mm.
exactly. So that's why all of those different things, I'm like, for right now, for my situation, no. Current situation, no.
Mm-mm.
But fun fact is, when you lease a car, it's a tax deductible, so for your business, so you
Yep.
can deduct and the cost and the everything that comes with it
Mm-hmm.
is
Gas
tax
included as well.
deductible. So in that sense, if you okay, so I think maybe for some I may be jumping ahead, but in that case, if you have a tax deductible, it's deducted from whatever your income is. So when those things are deducted, you still have use of them, but the taxable income is then less, so then your tax bracket is also lower, so then you pay less taxes, even though you still have the stuff, which is like ka-ching. So yeah, that's
That
what that whole thing is about. So that's
yeah. That again. For me,
it depends.
if you use unless you're using it
It
for
depends.
work, liability.
Yeah, yeah, because I could get around just fine. And right now, I do in the bike life, and I feel like for my fitness, it's an investment, and for
Definitely,
just yeah,
definitely.
it's good for me right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not paying nothing except pay for the food that I'm going to eat because I'm a hungry.
But that's the thing,
I
though.
feel like
The bike life is beneficial to not just you, beneficial to the environment, beneficial to other people. Is a whole thing. But I mean, again, especially in this day and age,
sustainability.
people go more pay for convenience than anything else. So it's
But
all what you choose as importance and what you choose important in life.
I'd rather have my airways be a little bit more, taken care of. Cause yeah, I definitely noticed that. Like I was in the middle of nowhere and I was like, the air is still it feels different.
Mm-hmm.
It feels different. And I like cities. I love cities. I like to be close to everything. I like convenience. I love convenience.
Mm-hmm.
As you can tell, I would invest in an iPhone because yes, I want SMS situation. It just irked my whole
Mm-hmm.
so, but yeah, no, it's still a liability unless it's really, 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 really necessary.
Yep.
So, and sustainably looking at the bigger picture, mwah.
Yep.
But
Completely agree.
let's go for a last one. Oh, you already hit that one too.
Which
Weddings.
one? Liability. Oh God, you don't want to get me started on this. For what? For what? For marriage in general, I feel like it's a big liability. But you're talking about like a wedding ceremony? For why?
Why not?
What? No, why? Why? You tell me why, I
Money.
can tell you why not.
It depends.
No, no,
You
foolish.
see,
No, no,
you
no,
see
no,
the
no,
thing
no,
is, the
no,
thing
no, no,
is,
no, no.
I try to jump on the other side because you're already on that side. But technically, I feel like it's a
It's
liability.
okay.
Depends on how you do it. But technically, also, I think it's important because I definitely I'm looking at the long term perspective, and also it's a whole, yeah.
What?
But
Give me
as
two reasons why.
as in, I feel like if I'm gonna partner with somebody and do life with somebody, um, just general things. Number one, if you're gonna have any mini use, any kids or something like that is definitely handy. And also in the aspect of like, okay, when it comes to making decisions for each other, it's a lot easier, blah 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 blah, the whole legal da, 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 da. So in that sense, yeah, why not? And that's also a sign of commitment, and I don't like flaky people like that. So, but again, where it comes to like some people like, oh yeah, but if you gonna get married and blah blah blah, you make sure that person is yours. I was like, no, you don't possess nobody. And look, people still out here being in marriages, cheating on each other. So hey, it's not
So
about it's
what?
not for that. It's not for that reason.
So what was the point of it then? What? I don't want to. Please enlighten me.
It's a mindset thing also for me. It's like being intentional. It's also the commitment aspect. It's also setting up for the future. But I'm still happy with
We
it.
could set up for the future
I will
without being
spend the
married.
money. I will still spend the money on prenups.
On what?
Yes, on prenups.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, you okay? Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah. What? No,
I didn't.
none of this. What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. No, no, fuck that. Fuck all of that. Fuck, no, What I come into it, I leave in with. What you come into it with, you leave in with. No, none of that shit.
Exactly.
Whatever we
Exactly. So
build
when you
together,
talk about
we split.
assets, when we talk about assets, what we build together, then yeah,
Then we split. That's something completely different. It's 50-50. Whatever we build together, thing. But what
yeah.
I came with, you best believe I leave it with. No, no, yo, you crazy? You want to tell me because we signed a paper and had some little party, you feel you entitled to have my shit? See, yo, I understand why people.
I feel like it's a touchy subject, right?
Well, but it might be touchy because people wouldn't like what I say about it, because I understand why some people just go missing. How the hell you gonna tell me you feel like you entitled to my shit? I work hard. I work my life
I
for.
do not, son, I do not want your feces. No, I do not want your feces. It's okay.
Now,
It's okay.
yo,
Nobody wants your feces.
regardless of what, yo, there's no way. There's no way. You could, I don't know how people can have that audacity, Joe.
Yeah, but the thing is, then you have the whole thing of like, okay, what is input? What is investment? Because you being able to not even worry about anything else than just going out there and work. And this woman being there, having your back, making sure you got food, taking care of your children, doing all the things like that was a whole investment on its own. She like sacrificed a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? So it was a
Unless,
team effort. It was a team effort to set up for you to just go out there and slay.
no. That would never, okay, maybe this is just me personally, but that would never be. I would never just be like, oh yeah, I going to go work or this and that. Nah, you could go work too. Nobody's stopping you from doing your thing. No, nobody's stopping you. We could, yo, with the money, both of us working, we could hire a nanny. Okay, we could take turns
But that is like,
on
why
who
would you
take.
want? But the thing is like also what your values are. So if you want,
But
if this person is like, why I paying somebody, why I going okay, I'm killing myself paying somebody to take care of my child, and I don't even know my kid, like that make it
because
make sense.
you have to pick one. You can't have a career and a loving family. You can have a family, not a loving one though.
You can. That's
I don't
yeah.
believe that.
Depends on how you set up your business. A career now in a job aspect, I'm like,
It's true.
But
It's true. It depends. It depends on how you
in a
set it up.
business, you can.
It depends
If
on how
you
you set it up, yes, and it depends on what field you are in as well, yes. But most of the time, you can't have it both ways. So you have to choose what's more important to you. Just like how you were saying before, you have to choose what's most important to you: the kids, the family, the wife, and all that, or you making go up, you making your
would you
money.
no, but I feel like in this day and age, especially where the digital thing is, it's an and, and I feel like it's a very archaic thought that it can't be an N. But you
I
just
don't know.
have to make choices to make it an N.
But you see, then it also goes into what's your definition of success and what's your definition of a loving
Exactly.
family.
That's different for everybody else.
You
Because for
see?
me, what I think is important is not important to some people. I would hire a nanny. Like, I would definitely do that. Like, give me my sleep. I want to sleep. I would, like, you come in and do them night hours, and I will pay you. I will pay you. Like, I don't need all them broken nights to just on a consistent basis. I'm willing to do it, yes, but not on a consistent basis. Like, I feel like it's overrated. But that's just my thought. Maybe I might feel different when I get to that point, but I'm like,
I mean,
no.
don't get me wrong. I would do the nanny thing too, but like I would still try to be as invested as possible. But it's some things I
Of
just don't
course.
need to be there for. I feel personally.
You don't want to be there for them pampers, though.
I mean, I'd be there for the Pampers. It's just that 80% and 100% ain't that big of a difference, you know. I feel like 80% is okay. I don't have to be there for 100% of the diaper. No, but marriage in a general on a general sense, I personally just don't believe it. But also, I just feel like it's a liability because especially if you're talking about like wedding. If
But
you're
I feel
talking
like
about
marriage
specifically,
is an investment. Marriage is an investment on
it
both
can
ends.
be. It
But
can be an
dating
investment.
depends on how you set it up. Depends on how you set it up.
On
Because if somebody coming out losing, then it ain't like no.
it
But
depends on
that's the
how you
thing.
set it up and who you set it up with.
This is true. That's why you need to do your due diligence before you get to that point. But if for me, I feel like weddings are liabilities and marriages are investment.
Of course. Why? There's what reason? What good reason do you have again, other than to impress other people and to show that you can do it? What other reason is there to spend 50 to 100K or more, depending on your capacity and your capital, on a party? Because that's
But
all a wedding is, a big party.
listen. So let's compare it because I was having this discussion, but somebody told me like, yeah, but you do big celebrations for other things. Like some people go all out for their birthday.
Yeah, they charge admission. The fuck? $5 a ticket. What are you talking about?
You can say when you see you business minded say, but we talking about like just parties. But we talking about like organized events, parties. But you like, no, I'm gonna charge them admission.
Yeah,
You come into my house, I charging you
you
five
eating my
euros.
food, drinking my alcohol, and I ain't gonna charge you for it? You must be mad.
You can you Caribbean? You Caribbean? I don't know if you're Caribbean anymore. I don't know if you going to you get your Caribbean card with this.
How you mean?
How
Yo,
I mean?
I ain't give two rats. What anybody say, you get in charge. Okay, you come here drinking my rum, you get in charge. You come here eating my cake, you get in charge. Nobody will come to my wedding will be a small wedding Zoe's on because nobody will come and charge people. I'm gonna charge people. Oh, your mother won't come, she get in charge too. Your father won't come, okay,
I am paying this $100 cover.
your father that eat for 4 people, he get in charge twice. Okay? Your brother won't come, cool. That's the next garbage disposal. He getting 3 tickets. No, everybody getting it. You get in charge.
I cannot with you. Oh my goodness.
Nah. Especially, I know I've been saying this for a while. I know I'm going to get a daughter. I know I'm going to get a little girl. Eventually, whenever I do get kids.
You know you're going to also be talking to your sperm now already and be like, listen.
I know
You need to be active, you don't need to be wise.
It's supposedly customary. It's supposed to be customary.
Them over.
Look, right? They need to hold it. They need to hold it all the way down and know what they're getting themselves into, because it's customary that the what? If correct me if I'm wrong. It's customary that the father is the one who pays for the wedding. In Western culture. In Western culture.
I think so. I don't even know because I really about that.
I believe
but
that's
the father of the bride.
Yeah, okay, yeah, the father of the bride. All right, cool.
Yeah.
If I already know I guess it's a girl. You know what how that wedding gonna be? Everybody gets in charge. Everybody gets in charge. The bartender coming to the thing. He coming to work. He got paid $2 too. Okay? Everybody and everybody gets in charge.
You paid to work at this wedding.
Yes. Yes.
If I am
Yes.
the bride of the bride,
Look, right?
everybody gets in charge.
Look, right? If they feel they gonna get traditional wedding out of Sean. Ha! 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 Watch me
Oh my
embarrass my
God.
daughter that day. Watch me embarrass my
But
daughter.
listen, no, but the thing is, too, I was talking, right, in my friend group. I was considered to be like this blasphemous person because I was like, listen, all of these, you know how much invitations cost? Like, and everybody go throw them away. Everybody go throw them away.
That's okay. You know why? Because they get in
Okay, I know
charge.
some people like keep them. Some people real old school and they just keep like the recuerdos. I don't know how you call recuerdos.
Yeah, I can't help you with that one either.
Recuerdos. You know those little
Pick.
gifts that you get after? Souvenirs.
Oh, okay.
They do those wedding souvenir thingies
Never
and
been that
it's like
fortunate, but I'll take your word for it.
what have you been to? Listen, I take
I've
away
been
your
to
character
one. Okay? I've been to one wedding
your whole life.
in my whole 28 years of existence. One wedding.
Okay.
And that was recently. And
Okay, no, they
during
probably don't
and
do.
during the pandemic, it had to be in a courthouse with 5 people. That's
Oh,
how
okay.
it should be.
Okay. I feel like if you're not invested in this marriage, I don't feel like you should be there. Like if I having an issue and I can't come to you, and if I don't want to come to you, I don't feel like you should be there.
Mm,
That's what I feel like.
I understand
Because
that.
I don't need my mother friend from 3 years back who saw me in my Pampers back then and thought it was cute. Like I
No, but
don't
you see,
need
but
that.
that's the thing. Your mother gonna want to invite them and stuff like that. And you know that's
No,
cool. You know
my
why?
mother already knows.
No, but
My
wait,
mother already knows.
it's all right. They could come. You know why? Because they get in charge. Okay? They get in charge. Everybody, their mother could come. Baby, uncle, auntie, next twice cousin, twice removed. Everybody could come. All of them get in charge. Okay? Yo.
Woo!
Wait,
You see,
wait.
weddings isn't like what weddings used to be because actually weddings used to be like the community coming together to actually, support and invest into
And that is
them coming together.
absolutely fine because the whole community gonna pay. That's fine. Yo, watch my daughter wedding build a new fucking playground somewhere. Watch.
Listen, you be like, listen, your investment is we have a business plan here, and this is what is coming out of this wedding. Okay, we covering the cost and what the proceeds are going to. This I love it.
No,
I love it.
they gonna have to pay. They gonna have to pay. And how much I like you is how much you gonna have to pay.
Oh, so you don't
Yeah.
even have a general thing
Yeah,
neither.
no, it can't be. Not everybody's on the same level. Family, friends,
Oh,
$3.
okay.
If you say, oh yeah, I just know the bride in the groom, no, you paying $10. You get in charge. Everybody getting in. Everybody gets in.
And the comments here are cracking up with all of this. Let's see, Shane, sisters. Let me see. Is how he come close to the camera. So I need to understand this message. And then
It's fine.
Jamila
Exactly. You
also
see
there
that?
laughing.
Ali got it. If I don't know you, it's
Laughing.
$50. It's $50.
Child behind.
Yo, you could crash my
I think
wedding.
this is a new thing.
You could come crash my wedding. Just know you'll get charged.
You get in
You
charge.
get in
There's an
charge.
admission fee at the door. And if you have not RSVP'd from before, if you did not let us know, listen, it's triple at the door.
Yo, if I have to, watch, I gotta have security walking around. They cannot see your name tag clearly, you're getting a unknown charge. Unknown person
You gonna have people
charge.
walk. I know you're gonna have people walking around with like guest tags. So like
Yeah,
if you don't have one, we seen you from far.
damn right. Damn right. And I should be so bold. Is the level that you pay is how much drinks you get in. You have a red tag, you can only access to so much because you don't pay the full fee.
Oh my God.
No, I must go broke for a wedding that's not even mine. No, everybody get in charge.
Everybody listen. I
Nah,
feel like, is it wasting money or is it investment? This whole episode boiling down to they get in charge.
the priest and all get in charge, okay? The priest and all get in charge. Toot moon bagay. Everybody get in.
Do you want to be in my presence? Do you want to see and partake in this wedding? You get in charge.
You get in charge.
You doing the vows, but you get in charge.
Cameraman coming to take pictures. You taking pictures at my expense. You get in charge too. Everybody, are you laughing at me like it's a joke? Everybody gets in charge. This is my return on my investment for all the money I invested into my daughter over the however span of life she is till she get married. Okay? Once she get married, that's her husband doing now. Me, I will get my investment back. Believe you that. I will get my investment.
You're like, for all these years, I take care of her to make sure that she looking good, that you want to marry her.
College, all the crying about boyfriends, who ain't with who. This is me collected. Come. It's about that time. Come. Let's bring it right here. I want it right here. All of it right here.
But you talk about your daughter own, but what about your own?
Who said I getting it? Who said
I don't know.
You
no. When you get married, you said when. Like we could scroll back.
I said when I get kids. I did not say
when you get married. You said so.
Not when now, but
you talk about it. You're going back and forth. You're mixing up the people.
Stop cussing bad words at me. I refuse to do that. I refuse. That's a liability. Yo, let me show you right now. I can show this on this podcast right now. It'll have to be a hell of a chick for me to Sean to say he getting married. Well, that's what
like if you get one,
yeah.
Alibaba
the janitor that comes to clean up, he gets in charge too.
You know how much catering costs? Best believe, even the janitor there getting charged.
All right. You see, I know only watch I start and you try and be on this podcast here. You want to come to my wedding? Pay for that shit. RSVP, cool. $50 in that email for me, please, and I'm in that letter. Oh, your Lord. No. No. None of that. I refuse to do it.
Like, listen, I go do the planning and everything, but you get in charge.
You get in charge.
You get in charge. And you don't get no real invitation. You don't get no physical invitation. You get that save the date email.
They have like packages. What package you choose to pay for is what kind of service you can get for the wedding. Okay? You want a flower girl? You want to be in the pictures or something? That's okay. You pay a certain price. You want a little bit of cake? Cool. Pay for it. You want unlimited alcohol? Cool. Pay for it.
You're paying for that too. Listen, you have package A, B, and C. You have name tag A, B, and C. Know which class you're falling in. So if you want all the royal treatments,
it's color coded. Okay? Bartender will be able to tell, okay, cool. You got red? All right, cool. I can give you the good shit. You got yellow? Nah, you got in the bottom shelf. You ain't pay enough. You ain't pay enough.
Listen, Alibaba here saying, turn it into a soca tune. You get in charge. Oh my goodness.
Ali like too much shit. Pick up yourself, boy, Ali. But no, serious. Watch this be a new something. I go start charging people.
I like this trend. I feel like is overly expensive for no reasons. And that's why honestly, like I used to like birthday parties and I would go all out for my birthday until I'm like, no, I going all out and I don't want clean up. I don't want the stress or nothing before. I just want to show up and I want to eat and have a good time. So that's why my birthday celebrations are, we going to a restaurant. If you want to come, let me know because I need to make the reservation. And it depends on what kind of restaurant it is. You can't get like unlimited seats. So if you want me there, come enjoy. Like I don't need no presents. I'm not a gift girl like that. I need a present. I enjoy your presence as the present. Let's turn up. Let's have a good time. But I ain't cleaning up nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I just want to go
I
eat.
feel you wholeheartedly. That's why I don't like to throw parties. I like to go to other people out.
But you don't throw parties for a living?
Unfortunately, yeah. And that's why it's a whole bunch of stress. There's a whole bunch of stress. That's why when I go to other people out, I'll be like, all right, cool, I can relax now. But all of them get in charge too. So I mean, hey, I don't know it.
Because like, I'm like, listen, we go and Dutch in this situation. Like, I ain't paying for everybody. Like, if you want to come to the restaurant, like, you could come, but it's on like the food is on you. If you
Yo,
the drink is on you, like, you could go all. If you
if
want
it's
to drink that night, you drink as you want to
if it's
choose.
one thing living up here in Holland teach me, you get in charge. You get in charge for everything.
There's already a hashtag. Hashtags, you're gonna get charged.
You get in charge. Serious, you have to pay for every little thing up here. Cool, I gonna get my money back. Best believe that.
You get charged.
Best believe that. You get the charge.
But you will make sure this thing is an investment and not a liability. This is gonna be an
Hey,
asset, not a liability.
it's all about how you choose to look at it, you know. And I gonna choose to look at it that way. See,
Oh
bye.
my goodness.
Nah, boy. But in a general for me, weddings liability, definitely.
Liability.
Maybe I could
Okay.
come to the terms where marriage itself is an asset,
Mm.
but I would definitely say wedding and the wedding itself is definitely a liability.
That's how I feel. I like I said before, I feel like a marriage is an investment. A wedding is a
Yeah,
liability.
yeah.
Like
I could
I
stand on
just
that. I could stand on that.
I know
Unless you want to go like the new innovative kind of way and get you charging everybody for everything.
you're gonna get charged.
You're gonna get you.
You get to
Hey,
charge. You
best
get to
believe
charge.
any wedding that I am affiliated with, no, you have to pay. You're going to get charged. So if you don't want to pay no money, don't come to my wedding. Anything I involve in.
I go hire you. I go hire you. Make sure you do with all the security. I don't want a headache. I don't want nothing. Like also like from a birthday, I just want to show up.
Well, hey,
I just want
watch
to
me
show up.
start a whole nother company called Reckless Security. Watch. Watch. Hire me for your weddings. Everybody get that will be my slogan. Everybody get in charge.
Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. I love it. I like the whole idea with the, you have a 2 drink minimum if you have the yellow one, you have the
Yo,
green.
but it's
Or
just
you can go even fancier. You're starting off with like what? Charcoal,
but
then you level up to
it's
maybe
the
like
same
a little
thing these
copper, then you got
prestigious
silver,
it's the
you got
same thing these
platinum.
prestigious schools will be doing. You donate $1 million, cool. Unlimited access to the whole campus. You give 10,000, you go take the stairs. It's okay. There's levels to this. There's levels to
There's
this.
levels. There's levels. There's levels. Oh my goodness. You need to make a shirt like that. I want that shirt. You get in
You get
charge.
the
You get
I got you. I got that. That's definitely gonna be a thing.
you get in charge. Hashtag you get in charge. I need that shirt. I need a shirt. I'ma buy it. I'ma buy it. I'ma buy it.
Don't worry,
This is yours. I giving you listen, this is your thing. This is your thing. I leaving
I
that
need
all up to you.
I need that specific segment just to show up on my personal IG. I need that specific video cut out just for that.
Yeah.
We charging everybody 2021. Everybody getting
I
charged.
will you get in charge. That
Everybody
is
getting
the
charged.
you get in charge. Like I with this. I with this. I with this. I feeling this. I feeling this on all levels. All of my entrepreneurial,
Yeah, there's no more
entrepreneurs
freebies.
just like here, like you get in
Yeah,
charge.
no, there's no more freebie. Cool, you want me up here there? Cool, you get in charge.
You get
Oh,
in charge.
you want my advice? Cool, get in
You
charge.
get in charge.
It ain't gotta be a big amount, but you get in charge.
I'm serious about this design though. I want to have a little input on it. But I want this
We gonna
shirt.
work something
I
out,
feel
man.
like this could be a drinking tea with V and Reckless Design collab. You get in chat.
We gonna definitely work something out. Watch nothing.
I serious
But
enough. I serious.
but again, you think that whole round I was joking? No, everybody get in charge. You think I joking? No.
I know you. I think I know you enough right now to know that this man serious. You get in charge.
No,
You get in charge.
and best believe you get in charge too.
For me beating your, I get in charge for putting my input into the design too.
But yeah, you get
Okay,
profit, but you still
get
get
in
in
charge.
charge. You can get a piece of it, and you still get in charge.
You have to say, listen, you have to stay true to you. You have to be authentic. It has to be authentic. I feel in you. Don't
I
worry.
know be my know if I don't have no, a lot of times I don't have no filter. So if I think it, I'm gonna say it. So it's like you getting it. You get in charge.
Oh my goodness. Let me see. Shane Lexus says, I want a hoodie. Let me look at the work. Decided to put the front desk at work. You get in charge. I
Hey,
tell you,
hey.
this one, listen, this could be one of your best designs now. You get in charge. I telling you, listen,
Yo, you gotta walk
I
up to the tourist
will rock that shirt.
when the tourist
I
asks you,
will,
"Hey, is this complimentary? Are we getting this on top of it?" No,
no,
hey,
you get
hey,
in charge.
you get in charge.
Yeah.
Does this come with the room?
This needs to be like this summer situation. This needs to be like an ASAP situation. I feel in the tour vibe, you get in charge.
I gonna
I
work on it. We gonna work. I might actually be able to give you something by tomorrow. I might be able to give you something to say. We gonna work on the design, man.
Yes! You see, this is the energy I love. This is the energy I love. This is it. This is it. You get in charge. All 2021 from here, not only 2021,
From
from
here
here
on,
on out.
yeah, from here
From here
on,
on
you get in
out,
charge.
you get in charge. And actually, I like it because it not kind of, it's in alignment with where I'm moving forward to now. Because I'm like, listen, I've done my due diligence. I put in the work on
Mm-hmm.
so many different aspects. I'm like, no, like right now, I'm tired of giving freebies. I'm not giving freebies anymore.
But it's not only us.
The whole thing from the consultancy.
A lot of other people feel the same thing about their business. Especially just where I've been getting,
Yeah,
where I've been seeing on Facebook, on social media in general. People
money
just sick of it.
mindset.
And a lot,
Money
and that's the
mindset.
thing. A lot of there's a big entrepreneurial wave going on right now. Everybody's trying to do their own stuff, which I love to see. But everybody got to start paying, asking for their price and start paying the shit too. And like
Yep,
they say, you gonna get charged.
you get in charge.
You get in charge.
Oh yeah, I want to hit you up after this too, but I'm gonna still need my mask, a drinking TUV mask, by the way. You still doing those?
You need to send me your stuff whenever
Okay.
just let me know.
All right. No, but I definitely because before I was like, listen, I was just at the moment in time, I wanted one, but then I was pissed off. Like I had already gotten two at a time. And I was like, I ain't like this whole mask situation. I ain't about the masking up situation. Like, no, 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 no.
It's
That was
not
just
going
me
anywhere.
protesting. That was me protesting. I was like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired. But I'm like, okay, this is the way it's gonna be. Well, listen, it needs to be an asset, not to be a
But
liability.
it's again, but it's
To
all how you choosing to
promote
spin it.
yourself wherever you go. Shameless promotion.
Exactly. Yo, let me show you something. You think you gonna be seeing me wear? Okay, you might see me wear like a Zara or another brand here and there. But from now on, it's pure reckless designs you see me in now.
There you go.
There's
There you
no
go.
reason. There's no reason for me
There
to
you
wear
go.
anything else unless I don't have the time to print it for myself. If you see me,
Mm.
it's gonna be a reckless hoodie. It's gonna be a reckless t-shirt. It's gonna be a reckless sweatpants.
You already getting the how you call it, all the people in here like, I need to have it, I need to have it, I need to
Yeah,
have it.
hey,
So
watch nothing, folks. We're going to get this. You get the charge thing off the ground.
you get them fast.
It's going to
So
come. It's going to come.
besides the I pull out shirt, the next one for the summer going to be you get in charge.
Oh, but wait, we got next one too. I know if you watch this one
You
properly. This
said,
is
no,
also
I
a
ain't seen
reckless.
one. Wait, it back in front.
Wish
I
you
wish
were
you were
fluent
what?
in shutting the fuck up.
Oh my God. You see, because of the positive vibes, I ain't gonna do it.
Look,
Anyway, it
it's
talks out anyhow.
positivity. I wishing that you were fluent. I'm wishing nothing but positive energy for you. I wish you were proficient in shutting the hell up. I wish that for you.
Oh my
I wish
goodness.
that for a lot of people.
But people be bold out here in these streets now.
that's
Everybody got something to say.
that's none of my business.
Everybody got
That's a day problem. That have nothing to do with me. I just spreading the message that I wish a lot of people would be fluent in. That's all.
you hear, listen, Alibaba says you need to get a patent for it. You get to, you need to copyright it. You get in charge.
we gonna work on, trust me, we gonna work on that. We gonna work on that.
This week. This week.
This week, tomorrow you get a design in your
Okay.
WhatsApp. You get a design tomorrow.
Options.
And then we
I just
go
want to have my
from
think
there.
about it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we here. It's already been 2 hours.
Yo,
This has been,
I ain't even noticed that.
I know, right? Because we just having way too much fun, and that's why this could have gone on longer. I
It
still had
definitely
some
could
more
have.
that I know would have just gotten all niggas skin to be like,
But you
See, I
see,
even had to put on the lights.
but
Time to get
these are
back.
the
I had
kind
to
of
put on the lights.
these are kind of conversations we need to have, not only just on as podcasters, but as the Caribbean community, as a Black community, is the whole bouncing ideas off of. And yo, what a lot of people don't realize, there's enough for everybody to eat.
Exactly.
It doesn't need to be this whole, oh yeah, I against you, you against me. Okay, cool. There's always gonna be somebody who's doing I don't need to be the greatest shirt design or the shirt printer. I don't have to be the best in that, but I can guarantee you gonna know my name.
Listen. With the reckless designs, yes. They're so reckless. You must remember them.
Oh,
You
but
must remember
trust
the
me, man,
recklessness.
this is only the beginning. I gauge in the people recklessness because if you've listened to the Link Up podcast before, you know I could talk a lot of shit. And a lot of things that come to mind. So don't worry, that we got the eye pull out, we got a
But that's
mask, we
why
got a whole bunch of things coming.
that is why wait, what coming?
Oh, we got a lot of things coming. A lot of things coming.
Ew.
We got a lot of things coming.
Ew. Okay. I'm very intrigued. I
But
must say.
what's
I
one thing?
must say. But anyway, the design you get in charge is definitely coming.
Yo, yeah, no. That coming soon. That coming
That's
soon.
definitely coming.
That coming
But
soon.
yeah, like you were saying, that's why, listen, I try to bring things in a fun way in which people get to start thinking. The whole thing is about sparking discussion, sparking communication, sparking
Mm-hmm.
the conversation that we're not having enough of. And this was just a fun way to literally look at, is something an asset or is it a liability? Are you actually thinking that way in your daily life? I brought up things like what we deal with on a regular basis. So it's about taking this conversation further. It's about taking this conversation with your friends. Share this
Mm-hmm.
episode with your friends. Subscribe on YouTube. Doing my due diligence with the, with the famous promotion.
No, but it's true. But
Follow,
something we also, I feel like we should touch on quick.
what's that?
Friends and family are also assets and liabilities. We have to be able to tell the difference. Like, yo, this person just ain't working for me no more. We've run, of course. It don't have to be no beef. It don't have to be nothing like that. But like where I want to be and where I want to go in life, you just ain't ready for that part yet. And there's nothing wrong with cutting people off. Again, it don't mean that you're dissing them. It don't mean you that stuff. A lot of people just grow apart, and that's how it's supposed to be. Growth, life growth is
Life
supposed
is
to be.
good.
It's supposed to be that way.
And the thing is like I'm just like this. I don't have no ill will towards nobody. Like
I mean,
nobody.
I personally can't say the same,
I'm
but
gonna time. Well, I have the time. I choose not to invest into that because I
mhm.
feel like that's a liability to me. Because it only getting me worked up, and I'm like, no. For me, it's like the people I have around me is because I love them,
Mhm.
and if not, you also have the different tiers and layers
Definitely.
to that have access to me. But yeah, no, I don't have. I don't. I choose not to invest in that. That is not my investment. No.
But
Mm-mm.
you see that,
It's
but you see that's the thing.
it's either I love you or you don't exist.
Uh,
That's it. That's it. And like it ain't like you don't exist to the point where like, oh my gosh, I don't want to see you, I don't want to talk to you. When I see you. But
mhm.
when I don't, I don't.
Mhm. But out
It's
of
just
sight, out of mind.
yeah. So my energy, I put my energy towards assets. Like that's where I put my energy towards.
No,
And if you don't fall in that category, then no.
but you see,
But where
that's an issue. That's an issue we have a lot as well because a lot of people feel like, oh yeah, especially where family is concerned, like, oh yeah, that's my brother, oh yeah, that's my mother, because they name brother, mother, father, sister, that we can't cut them off or we can't let them go. No, a liability is a liability, regardless what it's named.
Popping off is I feel like is different, but there's just different levels of access. Let me just put it that way. It just have different levels of access in the sense of that
This is true.
I if it's my family, I still gonna be like, you know what, this is an investment not only for me because when you is not a problem to me, then that's an investment for me too. So in that sense, if I need to get you right, I'm gonna get you 100 right.
Mhm.
It gonna take more investment to do that, But some people you also just need to let go and let God with them, because
I like
you
that
just
one.
know they just pulling energy, and it's like, nah, we good, we good. I love you no less, but I love you from over there.
Yeah, that for
So
sure. There's definitely a lot of people you should be loving from a distance, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like
yeah,
you stay over there. I cool here. Like, but you stay over there.
yeah. So that's definitely something key. You definitely need to assess your surroundings, the people who you have around. You can't, like, I saw somebody put it this way. You can't change the people around you, but you could change the people around you.
Yep, yep,
So in that sense,
yep.
do with that what you may.
That's
You
that
know,
that's
make
a
sure you
big
have
one
assets.
there.
Yeah, make sure you have assets around you, and even listen. What I also say is that in friendships you have ups and downs, and people are not always vibrating at the same level, right?
Hmm.
And I don't feel like because you may be down, or you may be going through something, or you lost your job, or like I ain't associating with you no more. Like that's crazy to me. That's absolutely ludicrous. But what I'm saying is, because people maybe take it to that level, I just need to make
Hmm.
sure, disclaimer. You understand?
Hmm. For
Because
sure.
it's not like, oh, you ain't paying for this no more, you ain't doing this no more, you ain't doing that no more. So then I'm gonna cut you off. We ain't friends no more. Like I don't talk to people like you. No, that's not that's not a friend.
Yeah,
That's not a
that's the
friend.
thing. That's but yeah, we see
But
like we were saying before as well. There's different levels to it.
yeah, yeah.
There's definitely
But if
different
you have
levels
that
to it.
understanding, if even if it's costing me right now, even if I want to be like, listen, I want to have a good time. Let's have a good time. Like, don't worry about it. I got you. Like,
Hmm.
don't worry about it. It's that would be a liability. It's costing me money, but I'm investing in my friendship.
You're investing
And
in
I know you ain't
experiences
got
and
it at
everything
this
else.
point
Yep.
in time. So it's like, I know you got me, I got you. Like, let's do this together. Let's just de-stress
Hmm.
and let's do this.
No, I
That's also a
agree.
possibility.
I
But then
agree.
if somebody just take it, at a given moment, it ain't no part of that as an asset no more.
Hmm.
If they just draining your energy, it ain't an asset no more.
Especially where people have come. But that's what I'm saying as well. Is it don't necessarily just have to be friendships. Family is also the same thing as well. Like not because they you got the same blood don't mean that you have to go down with them as well. If they also dragging you down, if they also taking energy from you, if they also a constant ball of negativity, cut that off. Leave them go. Leave them about their business. Leave them be a drag for somebody else. You don't have to deal with that. And that's a lot of things we don't see enough of. Just because you're family don't mean you're gonna stick around forever. Or don't mean we're gonna take around forever. If we can't do for each other like how we've been doing, look the door. Do you think? Serious, because that all that is costing mental
I
health.
feel like I feel like that coming from a deep place. I
Right,
feel like that
right.
coming from a deep
Bye.
place.
If bye.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like every family has that, every group of friends have that.
Hmm.
But it's just in general, like you don't have to harbor no ill will people, you don't have to do that, but just know your people. Just know who you have around you and treat them accordingly.
I
Really
definitely
treat them
agree.
accordingly. Like you said, it have levels to this. It have levels to this. Cause in somebody, you have friends where it's like you or acquaintances or people that you know that they come in your house and they sit down on a chair and that's it. You have other people that could actually go to your bedroom. You have other people
Yep.
could go in your fridge. You have other
Yep.
people could open the pot and be like, hey, do you
Yep.
boo? You have levels to this. You have levels to this. Everybody the same. So
Definitely agree.
like the metro saying, know them, know that you can see them when you see them, or something like that, but know them when you see them.
Yep. No, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
But also if I feel like this also could go another hour and a half. So I mean, I know how deep how deep you are going this. So.
Yeah. This will go deep,
Hmm.
deep. But yeah, I'm gonna let you go eat your food because
Yo, look right.
that's also an investment in your health and
Hmm.
wellness.
Hmm.
You can say like, hey, yeah, B had me out here starving in these streets,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. No, no, no. No. I'm
Because
looking out for you. I'm looking out for
what
you.
gonna happen? I was charged for it. I going to eat it. That's what
Yes, yes, you was charged with,
I
so you
was
gotta eat
charged
it.
for it. I going to use. I going to do what I was supposed to done with it.
But yes, don't let the people know just in case, shameless promotion, where they can find you, all the
All
things.
right, yes. So y'all can find me. I mean, most of y'all watching this here, you can see me. My IG name is Mr. underscore Labega. For those who watching on YouTube later, you can also find me from Reckless Designs, Reckless underscore Designs, Reckless spelled with a W, not with a R. You can also order reckless.com, recklessdesigns.com. You can also order your custom shirts and stuff like masks there as well. And yeah, the IG page, we're still slowly building that up, but soon to come. But yeah,
True, true,
for
true.
all your reckless printing needs, holla at your boy.
You get in charge.
Hey, that is one thing you're going to get charged.
Oh my goodness. Love it. Again, that's why I love having you here over at Drinking Tea
It's
with V. I
much
know it's going to be
appreciated.
real raw and relevant, like how I like to do it over here in these streets. If you don't like it, boo boo, this ain't for you. This ain't for you. If you
It,
can't handle it, step out of the kitchen.
it is what it is, and I just like to thank you, V, for having me on, and Drinking Tea with V in general for having me on again.
No
Definitely,
problem.
anytime you guys will want to holla at your boy. But you might get
but
charged.
but you get in charge.
You might next
But you
time you
get in
might
charge.
get charged.
Anyways, y'all,
It was fun like
this is the
always.
end of it. Make sure to stick around for the 27th of June for that special song I got for you.
All right.
So it's been a works. It's been definitely a fun journey towards that as well. But I can't tell you what it is yet. So you just gotta make sure you subscribe to my
You
YouTube
see,
channel, follow me on
I
Instagram, follow me on Facebook, all the things Drinking Tea with V.
I ain't gonna lie, I just get me pissed off about that. Why announce it if you gonna tell me one time? No, now I gotta
Because
sit
I
out
need
here
you
and
to
wait.
know that the anniversary episode is coming. I need
Yeah.
to start promoting the anniversary is on the Drinking Tea with V 5th anniversary
Okay.
is when I'm gonna
All
let
right.
you know what it is. And
You get away. You get away.
as a marketeer, I need to start letting the people them know, listen, people, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I can't wait until the day and be like, oh yeah, no, No, I can't do that. I
All right.
can't do that.
You get
But then
away.
again, I'm also one of those people I can't stand when people turn around and tell me, like, we gotta talk. I need to tell you something. And then
Tell me
they'll be like,
now, damn it.
"Oh, tell me.
Don't tell me you have to talk and then tell me later. No, either you don't tell me or we talk now.
I
Pick one.
know.
Shit.
I am being highly annoying right now. I know, but it's a part of the process, people.
All right.
Know that it's coming. Know that the 5th anniversary from Drinking Tea with V is coming, and I got something special for you. But know that you get in charge.
Oh, hey, tell him again. You're getting charged for it.
But be fab, stay fit, and have a fantabulous week, y'all. Make
It
sure you
was
share
fun.
this episode with all your peoples, and let's continue this convo. We gonna keep ahead talking about money because this
Oh,
is so much fun.
hey, you got birds of a feather flock together. You gotta have those you want around.
Exactly.
All right.
Anyway, this is
Later,
y'all.
people. Bless.
Bye.